friends. Cool. All right, so last time, Mike, you had a stomachache.
I did.
Yep, and you basically just stayed in while the rest of them went through and bought some fancy items. We have 2 people now that have
Alter self.
Yes, we have alter self on 2 people. One is a ring, the other is a monocle. So,
Yes, my good sir.
So your item that does it is a monocle.
Yes, I put it on and I can alter self.
It fits with Babar.
yes, so
I just want you all to know I believe I also have that spell.
everybody gets
I'm going to be the odd man out because I literally have nothing.
I don't need that.
I
do. So everybody but the Dragonborn can change themselves in drastic ways. So good for you. But you all went to the mansion for the first time and scoped the place out. Got to chat to some of the nobles in the area as well as Noble Cruz himself.
We like triple split the party.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. You had the elephant who pretended to be a bard and just turned to a couple of guys setting up some tables and shh, and then into a mouse.
I don't get paid enough for this. That's essentially what they said.
And then we had her change into one of the guards that was the ones that died in the bar.
Well, they died out.
Or were they sick?
They got sick, but they eventually... I mean, if you ingest fiberglass, what's going to happen?
No. They all drank too much. They died in the alleyway from drinking too much.
Okay.
And I think there might have been other wounds.
They drank too much. No one can prove anything.
Okay.
And that's what really counts.
Yeah.
So they drank a
Trust me,
little
I
too
know.
much. They died trying to leave the bar. Unfortunately, couldn't really make it too far because once fiberglass gets in your system, it kind of wreaks havoc on your intestines and whatnot. But got some information from some of the nobles, got some information from Cruz himself, and then enjoyed the festival of eating.
I have to know, does he actually look like Terry Crews?
No, he was the Sultan from Aladdin.
Well,
Only like
good to know.
ginger and a little bit darker skin. So, but just as naive and dumb, if not more. Then we had the eating contest in which a teeny tiny little gnome won over everyone, including a massive ogre who was the reigning champion in the area.
Well played.
So,
While mounted on a
Dwarf.
dwarf shoulder.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't reach the table.
Understandable. Totally understandable.
You know one thing.
Was it the dwarf from the bar?
No, it was me.
We should-
It was me altered to a dwarf.
One thing that'd been pretty fun is we should see how many patties we ate and how much they weighed, and see if you could have kept holding him up as time goes on, because you're literally eating weight.
it was 50 of the little steaks.
Woo.
It's
I'm
like
sorry, I have disguised self, not alter self. Nope, I lied. Sorry, it's right there. Just found it.
It's the second level.
Really? As soon as I pulled it out,
It's like you're talking like 5 ounces of meat on each one of those. That's 250 ounces. So, yeah, I'm not doing the math. But that's a lot of food. It's pounds.
It is. It's a lot of food.
But, yeah, after that, we called it for the day. So you seem to have food poisoning just for the day. So your character's all like ready to go now.
Yeah, high constitution.
It's like nothing ever happened. All right. So now at this point, you all know and have tickets from Carrie. I believe Carrie's the one that gave you all the tickets. Yes. But you actually have a ticket for the fact that you won the food eating contest. So you have a
VIP ticket.
Yep, an honored seat at the table. So scouting the place out from yesterday from in the game yesterday.
Yeah, scouting the place. Scouting.
Yes, scouting.
That's what we're calling it now.
You're still pulling out jewels that
Yeah,
you
I'm still blowing.
How's that getting there?
just tink tink. Forgot a couple of things. It's a pretty big place. It's got a fence around the whole area. But the masquerade is going to be on the back side of the building, which there's actually its own little garden building, which is what you're seeing now, in the back there for such an occasion. So the middle of the big circle here is actually open to the outside. So you can see everything out there. That's where like most of the dancing and stuff like that is. There is like a second balcony area where people can stand and watch others dancing and stuff like that. But it is wide open to the rest, while the rest of them has like a kitchen in there, little place for people to sit and stuff like that. But the main event is in this little masquerade M3.
Masquerade.
Every time I get that in my head. So, unless you all want to do anything in the middle of the day, because this masquerade will take place later at night.
Well, so we know from our information gathering that the heart of the desert is supposed to be presented tonight, as well as
Oh, and nobody's
The-
seen.
the
Miss it.
princess is supposed to show up,
And nobody's actually ever seen her.
I thought the Heart of the Desert was supposed to be on the wedding day.
and during.
But it has to be. It's presented tonight.
I thought it was presented tonight,
Mhm.
and then
Because there will be no wedding. If
there would be no wedding tomorrow if there wasn't a. But she's supposed to make a grand appearance. But during my investigations,
Shenanigans.
I found like her room that it didn't look like anybody had been in, like ever, or at least for a very, very long time.
Very dusty.
Very dusty, very musty. There might have been some gifts laying out about that I didn't want anyone else to misappropriate. So
Clearly.
yes,
How else would you make sure that they got back to the right person?
That's correct. And so we have to find her. So I don't know that there's anything necessarily that I want to do,
Let's dance.
but I'm still trying to figure out, because as of yet, she wasn't in the house at all, correct? Like I checked through, she wasn't at the
she was not in that
She
house.
was not at the house, but she's supposed to make an appearance tonight. So
Because they're scrubbed up.
I'm not going to be very sneaky because
There's
I'm
no friend
not
of mine.
sneaky, but
You're not?
I'm not sneaky.
That's insane.
But I'd like to find out if there's supposed to be any type of incoming caravans. Like if there are any large expected caravans.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, finding some stables or different inns and things. Because I would assume that someone of her class
Would have an
would have
arrival time.
would have an arrival time, would have maybe an entourage.
Entourage.
Think like when Aladdin arrived.
Yes.
Yes, that big of an entourage.
Yes.
a musical number.
Yes.
Yes.
Whole musical number.
Full of just bards from everywhere. Even Yasker. Yasker. Dandy.
Dandelion.
Dandy.
Dandy man.
Dandy man. Okay. So are you checking, like, where are you checking? What are you, like, I heard what you were checking, but I missed the first part.
Oh, where am I going to find this information? I'm not sure what exactly makes sense. So I would think like going to stables if they're expecting an
Okay.
incoming group. Maybe not inns because would be staying at the manor.
So there definitely would be a fairly large stable inside of this mansion area. The way that this is set up to be is that you get dropped off at the front via carriage or what have you. And then those get taken to the stable. So they have a fairly large stable inside the mansion. So you're wanting to go there before the masquerade?
Or I want to seek out our merchant friend as well that we protected on the way here.
Also,
Would there be like a courier, like, I don't know, when they send a carrier pigeon or something, like some kind of courier saying like, hey, she's so and so far away or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna hit up the post office as well.
one thing we should probably discuss too. Once we get in the masquerade, I'm assuming we can't have any real armor or weapons on us. I'm assuming. Is that something unless we have a hidden dagger
Or
I'd
can
like
we? Or
to
can we
see
go
them-
fully armed and armed? Like
I'd like to see them take Coden's weapons.
Well, you can hide.
Actually, he can just like pop them in, pop them out.
Yeah, it's only one of those I can do that with.
Oh, I thought both.
no, just the one spec.
No one's.
It's not like
one's
weapon
magic.
pack where I can like summon it, like the fight or have the weapon bot.
If it's not a
like,
decorated thing where it's like a blunt sword or something like that,
You
they're
show
not
up,
letting
and then
it
you can have a cannon.
Nope.
I mean, I've got
Just that-
weapons,
oh, okay.
so I don't know if there's really anything decorated, so it probably won't go.
No.
So before this masquerade thing, can I go? Because I actually don't have a dagger. Can I go find a small dagger?
Yeah, you can find a small.
How much would I pay
Meanwhile,
for
I'm like,
I
okay,
have a few new tricks that I
it? How much would I pay for
Amber
something
will
like that?
hate when I decide to use them.
Why?
like he's going to buy daggers. I'm just like looking at my pocket. Like I've got like 4 of them.
Where'd these come from?
I carry a quarterstaff. It's just a simple walking stick.
I have a small rod that I carry with me at all times.
Yeah.
It might or might not look like a modern gun. I mean,
They don't know what a gun looks like.
it's a walking stick. Why is it so small?
My
I
boom
only
stick.
use it when I'm on the ground.
Yes.
It's a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 gold out. All right, I've got a dagger now. So I'm probably not going to be able to go in half plate. I'm assuming. You tell us. Like, what can we go in with or without? You know.
So I mean, no weapons, but it's a masquerade ball. So if you want to wear armor, like you can wear armor, but like they're all dressed up in something fancy.
That's what I figured. So I'm just thinking whether we should, how much we want to
And then
roleplay.
what's the code word when things go awry?
As there should be.
Well, because then that's
What will
not.
we be screaming and messing up at some point?
Wheel.
I don't know. Did Alex ever get an answer to his?
Christine.
Glad somebody caught that. Going the whole family
have
opera
I
vibe
was
here.
gonna say you have to sing it though the way that they do it in the movie.
You do.
Christine. Ah, yes.
Should have been a bard.
The scarecrow rocks at midnight.
I like it.
So, yes, you can.
Whatever we all agree on.
So I can have armor on. Will I stand out? Obviously.
I mean, there's going to be a couple of people that probably have some really fancy. Like I told you that there was a place in the market that was selling like stuff like that, but it looked like the armor was actually made for events like this where it had like the fancy.
Well, I don't know if I can afford that, but
Right, but I mean, like there will be people that are wearing that.
I mean, I just want to
We
make
can
sure.
wait
I
outside and jump somebody.
just want to make sure I roleplay this at least somewhat decently. So I'll take off my long swords and spear. Obviously, can't take that in, but
And I don't think we all should walk in together because that would just be ungodly suspicious.
No.
Well, I'm still Reginald, so
so all I've got is a dagger, my light crossbow hidden behind my back, and it's a compact one. And I guess I can wear half plate.
Yeah, I mean, like if she's going as Reginald, like you can still be going as like the bodyguard.
yeah.
It's like, but they wouldn't let you have.
Swords.
Yeah,
S words.
No swords.
it's like that's what his guards are for. So if there's any issues with Reginald, then they would expect you to fisticuff while the rest of them get there.
All right, so that'll be acceptable, I guess.
Acceptable.
I'll keep my art armor.
I am turning myself into a noble-looking elf. Noble.
Noble looking elf noble.
Yep, and he's really noble.
He's incredibly noble.
Has a very noble brow.
But I'm not taking my weapons. But they're not going to be in plain view.
Okay. So
What about Alex's question about the
stables and whatnot. Yeah. So are you going looking like an elephant to go check this stuff out?
No, I'm a guest of honor here.
In the stable?
He is Nomingon.
Nomi
Of House
McNomer.
Nomingon.
Of no.
Nomerton. Of Nomerton.
Lord Alfred.
All right. So you're gonna approach the stable as the gnome.
Yes.
Got Got a T-shirt that says I won the eating contest, and all I got was this T-shirt.
So you can walk up to the stable. You've got a lot of people like working there today because there's a lot of different things going on, getting ready for tonight, getting food for horses and stuff like that. You've got like a young stable boy who's like going through and giving horses that are already in there like food, and about 3 or 4 adults kind of running around getting stuff. They pay no mind to the gnome that's walking up towards them, except the kid kind of notices you and looks at you and just kind of like wonder, just like, because they don't see gnomes very often around here.
Just look at the kid, and I'm a little kind of squeaky, really fast gnome type voice. I'm just, howdy do, my boy.
Hello, sir.
You wouldn't happen to know of any delegations coming in this evening, would you? From out of town.
What's a
A large group of people.
He's a child.
I don't know how young he was. She said boy.
Boy.
Howdy do, my boy.
Boy.
He's also a stable boy, so not a lot of
Stable boys can be anything they want to be, okay?
you know what? That's true. That's true. It's like
I've heard they're very
That's
stable.
classist.
That's right.
well, sir, we have many guests. He's trying to like match your type of words. Like, we have many guests arriving at the location today.
It's okay. Let me bring it down.
Dance as you start talking.
It's the actual gnome dance.
What time?
Yes.
Good time. Would it be already?
Is everyone who is supposed to be showing up already here?
Well, no, good sir. We still have a couple of nobles that have not shown up. One being a family from Mizil, but otherwise, of course, the princess herself hasn't made an appearance. But we are expecting her tonight.
Oh, she has not.
She has not made it here yet, no. But everyone else, all of these horses belong to the nobles staying at Noble Cruz's house.
Do you know what route, what direction she would be coming from?
That direction?
And direction, you say? Yes, I know what that is. She will be
I
coming
know
from...
some of these words.
I know some.
She'll be coming from the cold place. Whichever direction that would be.
North?
Is that where the cold place is?
What side of the city?
Up. Wait.
The sky!
She will fall from the sky.
She'll be coming from
Omen!
the upper region. From
The stratosphere.
coming from the ozone layers, you see.
Suddenly they get like a spark of scientific inspiration. What do you see once you leave the stratosphere?
do you
It
know-
starts getting very cold.
Do you know where the position of the moon should be when she arrives?
He looks up and he's like, the moon will be up. It will be dark.
Ah, good. Yeah. We're getting somewhere.
She likes to come in darkness. One of the adults starts coming by, is like, boy, and smacks him upside the like head. Is like, what are you doing talking to strangers here? It's like, sir, what can I do for you? Looking down.
I know. I look at them and I'm like, excuse me, sir. I am no stranger here. I am the champion.
Where'd the actors come from?
Dost thou not memory me?
Memory me.
forgive me, sir. I know not the champion.
Do not strike the boy. I shall strike you. And I punch him in the kneecap.
Which is a lot like having a sticker put on your pants.
But is it like the elephant's? But is it like the elephant's strength?
Like Ant-Man.
Technically, all of the stats stay the same.
Yes, they all stay the same. You're gonna need-
You bend his knee backwards. Oh.
I don't have a very strong strength.
Nat 20, nat 20.
It's just an 11.
Okay.
Oh, holy shit.
So you can
No,
see
I ain't
him
bonus.
kind of like
Thought you'd have at least like a +1.
No.
Wow.
No.
Oh, it's all in his con.
he
a
kind of
lover, not a
grimaces at the
fighter.
fact that you've punched him in the knee and he wasn't expecting
Mine's a
it.
minus.
But you just hear him kind of go like,
I think mine is too.
because he doesn't expect the force of it from this teeny tiny little gnome. He's like, begging your pardon, sir. What is it I can do for you?
From that day, he had a bum leg.
Could have been a contender, but then a gnome punched me in the knee.
Oh.
So he asks what it is that you're needing.
I don't need anything from you, you golly what?
He is confused by that slur, but...
Me too!
I am as well, but nonetheless...
It sounded good at the moment.
He just kind of looks down at the boy and he's like, what'd you tell him, boy? And he's like, nothing, sir. I just was tending to the horses and
About the moon in the sky.
the moon and directions and such. It's just like, well, champion, if you have nothing else to do here, then I would suggest you move along. Wouldn't want to trample you with the horses that will be moving around.
I will take the short joke you are attempting to make in the manner of which it is made and go, ha ha, and leave.
He does like a very like deep bow to you. He's like, farewell.
Oh, how deep is he bowing? Is he bowing right towards me?
I mean, yeah, he's going like pretty far down. So
Then I'm going to give him a right on the face.
he comes up extremely red in the face, trying to hold in all of this anger right now from this short stack that's like insulting him. And he's like, have a good day, sir.
It is already night.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So is this
On
night
my
of
way out the
masquerade?
door, and I'm like, I can't believe that child is smarter than that adult.
You just hear like some slapping noises, a very minor slapping noise, like as they continue on their night, getting ready for
It's night of the masquerade.
Okay, so she's coming from the north, if she's coming, but he can't confirm that she's coming
She coming around the corner when she comes.
Moon.
from the moon. She'll be coming from up.
You'll see, like at the beginning, it's like
The cold moon.
the lady princess.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
Why?
I mean, she will be. If she already had.
Eh. Yeah. All right. Any other shenanigans before the masquerade?
I would like to disguise myself with Ultra Self
Okay.
as an older, refined-looking, scholarly wizard type.
Okay.
Yeah, my hair's kind of grayed out, like a whitish gray, but still full. And I've got it twirled up in like a man bun.
Yes, wizardly.
All the things that Coden hates.
Just trying to be a mocking of that.
Okay. So we have got the Gnome of Honor. We've got a wizardly type. We've got
The noble elf noble.
yes, we have the noble elf noble.
It's quite noble.
We have a dragonborn that unfortunately cannot switch around.
I could put a mask on and just be like,
Get him a Groucho Marx.
just like one of those really cheap Mardi Gras plastic ones. It won't fit right on my face. It's just like, just goes up there, doesn't fit right.
Glue it.
And then we have Sir Reginald.
Ah, Reginald!
Okay.
But isn't he Sir Reginald's bodyguard?
Yes. Who should still have a mask on for the event.
You know what I could have
Oh,
done?
Sir Reginald has a mask on.
You know what I could have done?
Put my little mask on.
What's my charisma? Ah, it's just 11.
He's got the tuxedo mask.
God.
Wait, did we all buy masks at one point, or did they get handed to us?
No, we bought them.
Oh, so yeah, you bought like the...
I don't have a mask.
I don't need one.
I will assume someone there will get it, or I will appropriate one for myself.
Yeah. There was
Yes, we bought ours when we bought our accessories.
Understandable.
Oh, so not only am I'm a gnome walking around with a monocle on, so I'm going to take the monocle and move it to the outside of the mask, as is appropriate.
Okay.
A cool idea for next time I make a character would be a jester dragonborn, because they have naturally fire breath anyways. They could do so many things with stuff like that.
2 monocles.
I'm trying to see if I have any infusions left to make the night vision goggles, and just wear the night vision goggles.
I've been rewatching Sailor Moon actually, and I'm not so much
Don't
hateful
believe I do.
towards Tuxedo Mask with the new one.
Okay.
The old one is still garbage.
My work here is done. But you haven't done anything.
Speeches. Anywho, that could be a whole podcast episode in itself for me. Garbage. Anywho, so masquerade time. So it's roughly about like 7:30 at night. When this is supposed to, when people start filtering into the masquerade. Again, as I said, it's like in the very back of the mansion, so the people who are coming on carriage are kind of being led to the front of this little building area, and being dropped off, and having the little walkway. Right there before you get into the opening, you have a gentleman who announces the names of the nobles or whatever as they come in.
I hope they have like his little staff. Ting ting.
Yes.
I hope the
Little
real
ting-ting.
Reginald doesn't
Little ting-ting.
show up.
There's 2 Reginalds. Like Sir Reginald from Brora. Sir Reginald from Brora.
You know what? We
Came
gotta
back
do-
around.
You know, you know what? We should look for Reginald and see if we can get him out, lead him to the side, and then just like mug him.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can take care of him if he shows up. Don't you worry.
Wait, didn't we have Sir Reginald
He's on our
working
side.
for us?
Yeah, quote, unquote, working.
still gonna beat him up.
All right. I
No,
was
this
like,
is just a reminder to be good.
I'm pretty sure he works for us.
So I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be going to something of this type of occasion.
Taking too long to get here.
That's true.
He's got too much work to do.
I've made it that way.
How tall is the gate?
Probably about like 7 feet.
Got to
It's
keep the
got, like-
riffraff out.
It's like 5 feet of
The
the
commoners.
stone and whatnot, and then like
to get in.
no.
I'm about
2 feet of like the wrought iron spikes.
Yeah. And then you've got like the bushes on the inside and the outside, like right there in front of them. So they have nobles and whatnot coming in. When you all come in your own separate times and whatnot, you hand the tickets over to them, and it's like, "And how may I address you?" And looks at you, Reginald, first.
Sir Reginald of Barora
Okay. It's like, "And is this your body?"
and retinue.
So he,
just make a little.
they have nobles and stuff that are already
I don't
in
remember that
there and things like
Is
that.
that my name?
No, retinue means like your
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I was like,
Direction.
No, it's like posse.
I guess.
Then up direction.
Where you come from? Up.
Yes, up. We all come from up or down.
I have text you what I'd like to be introduced as.
Oh god. All right, so
Oh dear God.
he tinks his little thing and with some thaumaturgy speaks out to the group and says, "Sir Reginald of Barora with his retinue." And kind of gives you a look because you're a dragonborn. It's just like,
I
And-
don't even have care to look at him. I'm just
That's
looking straight
racist.
ahead. I'm looking at the people, the ball, everything, not him.
Hopefully, it's not Randolph the Off-White.
Callback.
okay. And do you have a name for yourself, madam? Or is it you?
Sir.
Aha.
I know, because I have very feminine features in my elf.
Quite noble.
Yes, I am very noble. I am double noble.
Noblest of
I'm noblest of noble.
Look at his noble brow.
And what would your name be, good sir?
Balor Devitt.
And where are you from?
I'd rather not discuss.
So a noble.
From parts unknown.
That's not shady at all.
I am not from this continent, because there's not many of my kind here.
Going Frenchy.
So, not from unknown, from continent.
So, British Columbia?
Yes. So you tink tink. It's like Master Bolodevet, noble from the other continent. It's like at some point, like some of them turn, they're like, ooh, and it's like this mysterious,
Yeah.
like
Exotic.
elven noble. Is
That's
now
why I'm double noble.
Exotic.
The noblest of nobles.
Noblest of nobles.
starts like recognize it's like, oh, he has a handsome face and things of that nature. Now that he's mysterious,
Is there
Oh my
a
God, it fits.
security
Oh.
checkpoint? Is that where the security checkpoint would be?
yes.
I have not discarded my weapons, but I'm going to do a sleight of hand to 23.
Cool. Yeah, he's trying to write down like the name, and when you said like from the other continent, he's like, "Ooh, another continent." And doesn't even.
I put it like behind my back. Like, hey,
He checks the left side, you throw it to the right. It's like, hey.
yeah.
It's like the car, like the card.
Yeah. It's like with going to different people and stuff like that. So you get through. He has no idea that you were just going around and around with him.
Security.
And then the gnome starts walking into the door, and
Strutting.
he looks down at you and is like, "And your name?" Tanbo.
Dost thou not know my name? I am the winner.
Ah, yes, you must be Master Tanbo Talrul from the eating contest.
Indeed. Indubitably. I'm trying. Indubitably.
Do you have a top hat?
Yes.
Oh,
He does now.
Yes, I do now.
This one
That
is a little
fits.
bit slower. This time he goes, Master Tanbo Talrul, the winner of the food festival contest and seat of honor tonight at the banquet.
It's one of the tuxes from Dumb and Dumber where it's like the orange.
Yep.
Your seat's going to be a booster seat, by the way. Walking
It's
in.
it's gonna have to be like a normal.
Using
seat.
my
We're gonna have to-
staff as like a little cane. Ting. Ting. I've got my mask on, my monocle.
But the top of the cane's a fork.
Ting.
It's like a fork.
It's like you see a couple of people that are already in this this little area that just kind of like go, yeah, because they really enjoyed the fight that you brought up in the food eating contest.
Guys, look at them and I give them a little
Yes, I
I would
am
laugh.
famous.
tip that.
I would laugh if your monocle falls off, you turn back to the elephant. So you
Or
have
like
to
if
be
it just
careful.
slowly goes a little bit, like your ears pop out.
It's like as you're
Like,
like
oh,
tipping
wow.
the hat, you not like just accidentally hit the monocle and just like.
You constantly have to have checks to keep it on.
And then you have the wizardly looking individual with the man bun and whatnot. And the gentleman asks again what the name would be. And once given, he. Sir Traxion Cade of the Gem Shopping Network.
Yes, indubitably. Many wares for all.
Make your return.
For I have returned!
You have a little paper.
Oh yeah. Got the scroll. Ready to go.
At the sound of a gem shopping network, some of the women are like, ooh.
As you all remember, we've met him.
On the ship.
Indubitably.
An elephant never forgets.
And you just
Indeed.
have this like innate feeling that you two are connected somehow.
That's right.
It's a deep,
Imagine just some feeling.
some deep connection to him.
Okay. So
I mean, we are dealing with, gems that have magic infused. I feel like it just gotta,
This is true.
Traxion is the bad guy.
Oh my god.
He's collecting all the gems.
Oh, we would all be screwed.
I mean, it would make sense.
At the very end, it wasn't some big baddie or whatnot. It was just Traxie. He's like, I just wanted all the gems.
But I knew they had magic in them. I wanted to see how they did it.
Look, I just wanted gems.
I didn't know it summoned somebody. I mean, oh well.
Peace.
Still get the gems, so it doesn't matter. The big blue one there. Oh, hey, thanks. You got long arms. So, just the blue one, thank you.
It's a little one.
So, more nobles come in, and he announces them and whatnot. None of them have such a fancy opening as all of you, of course, because every single one of you all have a record of some sort. It's like Reginald is known as the mob boss of Barora at this point, and now you're a mysterious noble, elder noble,
Noblest of nobles.
the noblest of nobles.
The food eating grand champion.
Yes. And then, of course, Traxion, who now is of the gem shopping network. That must mean he's a very large merchant somewhere.
From the other continent as well.
From the other continent.
The other continent.
Yes. Not the same.
So, more nobles and stuff come in. They have some of the nobler, like more of the noble families that you've seen at the party that you had. Knowing that they were staying at the building, they still came in through the front so that they may be announced. Because that is how the nobles do. You all recognize, like I said, the majority of them that come in. And the party just kind of starts slowly at first, people mingling with each other, walking up and talking to people, things like that. At the very front here, where there is an opening, is where the food is being brought out fresh onto...
Traxion's at? Oh, up there at the top. Okay.
Yeah, so...
I see it.
Yeah, so all the food and stuff is coming up from this little area here. And they're just kind of like going around underneath like the balcony areas, so that it doesn't disturb the dancing area. Over in this area where M5 is, you have the band playing, so that you can hear the music going through. Some people have already started dancing. Yes, that one.
No. This is what literally is in my mind. The disco version.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
You were starting to sing Star Wars, and I'm like, I was already looking this up. I'm actually thinking of what's the is it Just Dance that had shoot. I'll find it later. It's the there was a Star Wars dance game on the Wii,
Yeah.
and that version is what I'm thinking about.
No, are you talking about the one that was on Connect?
Oh, you're right. It was Connect. I thought it was Wii because of the motion.
It was Star Wars Adventures or something, but then they had the dance, and like it was just awful.
It was Han Solo.
Yeah.
Dance off with Greedo.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. I'm glad I don't know what you're talking about.
It's awful.
Oh, it was terrible.
So, this is the type of music that you hear
I like it.
in the masquerade. So everybody's got their masks on, so without the actual, like, you know, you can tell on some of them, of course, because, like, you've got Mr. Gnome and everything. But everybody's got their masks on, they're enjoying kind of the talking and whatnot. And of course, the very last individual to come in when this grand orchestrated thing starts happening is Noble Cruz himself, of the Cruz family. And everybody, of course, like claps as he's coming in. He is wearing like the finest like suit you've ever seen. It's like this red velvety stuff with gold imprints and whatnot. His hat that's around his head is also the red velvety type, and he takes it and bows and uses his little walking cane that looks like it's made of like pure gold. Walks in and just kind of steals the show since it is his little masquerade banquet here. And everybody tries to take the opportunity to go and walk on up and talk to him, and that lasts for quite a while. So is there anyone that you would like to talk to or anything you'd like to do?
Is there is this like a whole on the second, is there a second floor?
Yeah, so those two stairwells that are there go up to the balcony area. They're very small, little like steps that go up.
But does the balcony go? Does it make?
Yeah, that's where the little like lines are around it. That's where the balcony kind of is at the
I
second.
assume there's like on the second floor, which would be probably. Is there like a fancy like elaborate door where if somebody was going to make a grand entrance, that's where they would be?
No, actually, there are no doors or anything up there. It is literally just for people to kind of go up
okay.
and escape the dancing and have a little air to breathe. He legit walked through the front door.
Okay, I didn't know if like. Okay.
Yeah, no. This is literally just two little stairwells on the sides that go up where people can watch. But he came in through the front door. So.
Walking through the outdoor.
Okay. I want to go to the second floor and just kind of lean over and just kind of so I have a full scope of everything that's going on.
Okay.
I would like
On you on the second.
I would like to find
And then-
someone who looks like they're from the north.
Okay.
A
I assume
wildling.
that they have a certain
They're
dress style.
they're very pale and they wear
Layers.
very dark. Yeah. They wear the lederhosens and stuff. No. They wear like darker colors. Like I said, they're very pale compared to the people of Baraloma. With snow and all that jazz, you don't get out much. But yeah, some furs and things like that don't seem to be from this area. So you can clearly see that there are some. And then, of course, there were some nobles that were from Dugrosk that they announced when they walked in. So,
From Degrassi? What?
yes, from Neil deGrasse.
No, Degrassi High.
Yeah. Degrassi High is where I was.
That's what they meant by high. And it's like, oh, it comes from the stars. And anyone from Degrassi can, Dugrosk. So you're able to go up to one of them that was announced or anything.
I'm beginning to have the formulations of a terrible idea.
Good.
I'm going to hang out near the stairs there
Okay. On the second floor or on the first floor?
on the first floor.
Okay.
Trying to look menacing as the warlord or mob boss of Barovia.
There's a
should.
darkness underneath those stairs.
The alleged mob boss.
Yeah, exactly.
That you all have clearly created.
The independent Italian American businessman.
Right, that's right. Oh, we created a monster.
You're an importer exporter.
Yeah.
He's next campaign's major enemy.
It's like he says, "Hello." It's like, "Oh my God, Reginald." Yes,
So,
Do I
created a monster.
I assume no guards or anything,
there are guards at the doors.
but though that's specific.
No,
Okay. Okay.
no, but there are like a couple of guards at the doors, both sides, and whatnot, that are kind of keeping a watchful eye, making sure that nobody comes in with a sword of any type. Yeah.
Did I get through with my quarterstaff as a walking stick?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, like it's a stick. They're
Okay. Okay.
Your weapon stick.
Besides, who's going to tell
Whoa.
Sir Reginald no?
That's right.
And just lay out. Is there a giant chandelier?
Well, of course there is.
Or disco ball.
I mean, why not both? It's just like you just put a little candle in it, and it's like, yeah,
Put a candle in it.
yeah. And of course, since it's an open area, it's being held by some chains that are kind of going off to the sides of
Yeah.
the second area. But yeah, there is a chandelier, of course, in the middle, circling a little bit, showing its light on the floor. Does anybody? Anyone have anything in particular other than what has been done?
Are there people walking around with like drink trays?
Oh yeah. It's like they're bringing out the food. Like the foods are going on the tables for you to grab, but there will be people with like the little hors d'oeuvres going around, and they
I'm like
come.
snapping at them and
I
pointing
would
down.
say they come to you and they're like,
You pick up one drink, but take the tray and hand them the one drink, so you have the tray.
like, thank you. So for as far as the Dugras people, they kind of see you waltzing up to them, And why is that a masquerade music? No, it's masquerade music.
Yeah, but what is it? Something
It's from Anastasia.
But it sounds like it has a Sailor Moon vibe to it, though.
music box, yeah.
This knows what I like.
Just let it go.
Eh.
Thank you, Alexa.
Alexa is the person that's actually like running the orchestra, and they're like, "Oh yes."
It's just an Amazon Echo in the corner.
But as far as the nobles that were from Dugrosk, sure, they see a small little gnome individual walking up to them, and they
I'm approaching with a tray of drinks,
okay.
passing drinks around.
So they kind of
Guest of honor, passing drink.
they look down at you, and they're just kind of like, "Oh," and they have to reach down and grab it, but they're like, "Thank you, sir. You're too kind." The lady of the group's like, "I recognize you. You're the one that did the eating contest and won by a mile."
Ma'am, it's amazing what you can see me eat.
Well then,
The husband like, "Oh, no, hold on. Sweet." Husband rolled a 9, so he's just kind of like, "Oh," but the woman looks down and he was just like, "You don't say."
You tipped them on a glove. Shit.
I was like, in fact, I should show you my trunk sometime.
Oh my gosh.
The man thinks that that's just a sort of like, "Oh, those eating contest people, that's just
Those
words
eating
that they use." But
contest
the woman is just like, "Indeed." Takes the drink and just
Pinky
looks at
out.
you like,
I think I need another one.
"I believe I'll have another."
I believe I need a respite.
"Oh, I'm feeling quite woozy already. We must take me to another room."
That didn't take
is there a
long.
fainting
But,
couch?
I want to like strike up a conversation with them about the or the princess. Like I've heard, like she must come from your area. You must know a lot about her. I've heard of her great beauty. I look forward to seeing her this evening.
Yes, well, that is kind of a question that we have ourselves, which is why we were so eager to come here such a long way. The gentleman was looking.
Was she not in your country?
The gentleman says, "We don't have princesses in our country." So I'm not quite sure what this woman is trying to say about our country, but
We have delegates and state senators.
yes, we have a system to where all of the cities in our country are quite far apart, so we don't have a princess system. We just have individuals, I believe they call them mayors in some of your towns, that look after the towns themselves.
The city states.
So Mayor can't have a princess?
I mean, if she wants to call herself a princess, then that's perfectly fine, but
Only if her name is Mimi and she has a Digimon.
So she may not be necessarily a princess. She may be the daughter of a mayor, or a mayor herself.
yes, that is what we are wanting to see for ourselves as to who this might be being married off.
Ah, so you do not know who it is. So it should be arriving this evening.
Yes, unfortunately, we are from Vorochny in Durosk, and there is no such woman by the name Ureldi. So,
I knew some shit was up.
I see.
so we are here waiting on bated breath, if you will, to see this princess of Durosk. And the woman kind of makes a snide remark. She's like, "I'm not here for the princess at all.
I'm here to be a princess.
I'm here to see what Baraloma has to offer." And so far, it's been quite entertaining.
Stick around.
You'll see some entertainment.
You're gonna see some shit here in a minute.
Well, my dear, I'm bountifully sure that you will find this evening's entertainment quite up to snuff.
I believe I shall. And they kind of take their drinks, nod them to you, and go off to find some hors d'oeuvres and things.
Some things.
All right, so now I'm totally thinking about going off to a corner, alter selfing to kind of look like this lady in this group from the north, except maybe just change my appearance just a little bit, and then
She looks across the way.
myself into the center of the room, and then go poof.
Ahoy!
I'm the lady.
Roll a...
Are you doing that?
Giving it serious consideration because they don't know what she looks like. They don't know who she is.
So you're transforming into the actual princess herself?
I'm thinking about transforming into your Resty based off of what this woman looks like.
Okay.
Except kind of, altering it.
Altered a little bit.
And then mousing myself into the middle of the... And then poofing back into the girl... Poofing back into your Resty.
Okay.
Because...
What color hair and whatnot?
I don't know.
Ooh, this
That's what I'm thinking. What color hair did this lady have? You said they were very pale skinned.
Yeah, so she had, like, darker...
I'm going to assume that they had dark hair.
So
So I'm going to go with silvered hair, just because I'm...
Weird, different.
bald. She's bald.
It's like, ugh. My dear, what happened to you? Your hair!
But hey, if we could just get the heart of the desert handed to us, this would be great.
I make our jobs a lot easier.
Okay. So same...
I mean, it's supposed to be a grand entrance, and we don't know what that is yet. Just poofing into the middle of the room. But I don't want to do it yet. I'm waiting. I don't know. I'm looking for the opportune time when it might happen.
Like the devil and angel are on your shoulder. Like, which
one do I listen to?
like Kronk.
I don't know.
Yes.
No, he's got a point.
And then if she does show up, maybe that we're standing there like the two Spider-Men, like...
I actually had a similar thought myself, so I'm glad I'm not the only
I'm the real one.
Oh God! Everybody that's got altered self tries doing this.
No, it's me. It's me.
Oh God!
I mean, I do have another level 2 spell slot.
Oh. Yeah. Oh God! There's 4 of you. I will be so confused if you guys don't give me another plan. I'll be like, I don't know what's going on.
I'm Spartacus.
I am Spot.
I also have intimate knowledge of what her room and his room and the gifts that he's given her has looked like.
Yeah, but at this point, you're biggest dickus at the moment, so.
Biggest, dickest.
Because if you're trying to woo the ladies from the life of Brian.
Biggest, dickest. What is so funny about this biggest, dickest? All right, so we've got that planned. Anyone else doing anything in particular?
I mean, I'm just chilling.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see how things transpire.
Because I'm assuming, like, we got there towards the beginning of the ball, but we weren't first people, I'm sure. So
I'm just wandering around making small talk to anybody that comes up here on the balcony.
do we have, I know there is probably no information on this, but do we have a guesstimate how long this ball was supposed to last? Is it for a few hours, all night?
All hours into
All hours. Okay.
long.
Okay.
all night.
It's like we're talking like Fifth Element all night long.
Okay.
All night long. All night long. I missed that movie. So
So we could be here for a while, if we don't know when she's even arriving, if she is.
okay.
And how long has it been since? Has this been like 5 minutes we've been here? An hour we've been here so far?
Y'all have been kind of walking around talking and whatnot. It's been probably about like 20 minutes or so.
Is there happens to be a window so I can look out and see, or
So the area that's this little area here, it's going to be confusing because it's not just like this, but it is kind of like the archway type look. So you can see out into seeing like who's coming and things like that. I say half an hour since everyone showed up, like since the man himself.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be kind of looking out. I guess if there's a balcony or something, just kind of be looking.
Okay. Yeah. So at the second floor, you can still see outside.
Okay.
I actually want to observe the main guy, the Sultan. Does he seem does he seem nervous? Does he seem just as happy like he's expecting of her, or is he kind of worried that she might not show up? Do I see anything in his face?
Seems... Roll perception for me.
Yeah. Ooh, hold on. I'll take my previous roll. I had a 6 for that one, but that was a natural 20. So I thought that was gonna not roll off the cable, so I'll take 6.
You can have it. So
I feel bad.
the Lord Cruz is just like ecstatic. Like this whole thing is for him and his future wife, and he is like walking around and just like super excited to be there. He's excited to see what the his woman in waiting thinks of.
So he still thinks and expects that she's going to be there.
Oh, yes,
So-
he thinks that he has like the heart of the desert.
I wonder if he thinks that he's actually seen, like, maybe somebody has been casting some kind of magic to make him think that she has been in that room.
Well, now we'll
Maybe
say
he thinks that he's
He
actually.
opens up, my dear's like, I am busy. With like
come back later.
Maybe
we'll say
he
from
thinks
the
that he's
description-
actually been present with her.
Now I will say from her description of last session, the room was nice and clean. It wasn't musty and dusty. It was nice and clean.
No, there was dust
It
on the
was
table.
it was put together. The bed was made. Everything was in order, but it was dusty.
Okay,
The other room
his room.
His
was
room.
not.
Okay, and then how long did you? Like you said yesterday or last week that it was about 2. You guessed 2 weeks. So it had been at least 2 weeks before since somebody's been in there. So, so I'm
him.
still true.
Waiting for
I'm
his
still-
beloved sitting on
I'm
the
still wondering if it might still be a person.
outside the door and wait for you.
just sitting on the bed, just like tapping. It's like, one day.
Hey, paper boy.
He's like rolling around in rose petals on the bed.
I will wait for you, my love.
It smell delightful.
Okay.
So I mean, there's nothing to do yet. I don't have alter self, but
Like, you are a dragonborn, so people are kind of... And you're also supposed to be the bodyguard of the Reginald of Barora, who
will you,
has a name for himself.
sir? May I mingle with the crowd to?
Oh, yes, Cadmus.
Master.
Make yourself happy.
Master, can I go?
Yes,
May I walk over here?
yes. I'll take a drink as somebody's passing by. Drink and kind of start moving around.
On the job.
So unprofessional.
So some people do actually, like, come up to you when you're by yourself, and they're just like, a dragon born in the city. Wonders never cease me.
Quite interesting place here so far.
Somebody give him a picture book.
Would you like a children's menu?
If somebody comes up to me like that, that's not going to be a good time for them. I still have my flame breath.
I just
Do you like your eyebrows on your face still?
make the
I
sound.
really
exact-
prefer them off and regrowing.
These don't grow back.
So some of them like think that the exoticness of
I'll soak it up because I want people to like me, but apparently humans look down upon anything else other than humans.
again the only one that they know of.
Everyone's like, oh.
Yeah, heard it.
The only ones that they know of are the ones that are from that town. So
I'll explain that I'm from the other continent. So
yes, the other.
I'm not from this place. So I'll just kind of go into just chatting with the locals.
Okay.
Any movement on the outside?
So probably about another 20 minutes or so. They're starting to get ready for an event inside of the masquerade, which is more of like a fashion ball, if you will. So they do have like the local gentleman who has made the wedding dress.
Do they have like a runway?
They're going to make like a line in the middle of the. So they're.
See what I want to do here.
They are going to have like a little fashion show of the gentleman who has made the wedding dress for the wedding that is supposedly going on tomorrow. He has the newest fashions that are coming out. So you have women of all different types of races.
Yeah, you do.
little gnome wigs.
I don't want to say.
I was confused.
Just like standing like, yeah, they do.
Pity laugh.
It's like, what?
It's like, okay.
Tracksuit's coming out.
A little bit.
But
Maybe Traxian's going to be the announcer for the fashion show.
Hello.
welcome.
This event is brought to you by the Gem Shopping Network.
It's like 5 minutes of content, 5 minutes of commercials, constantly.
Girls are just waiting in the back.
Can we get this guy?
Every girl goes through a commercial.
So they start the fashion show where it's like I said, the gentleman that's making the wedding dress, and they say that the wedding dress shall make its appearance at the very end of the fashion show.
There's your opportune moment.
Let's go take the wedding dress.
I think I might.
I think the
just
gnome should just wear it.
Then
Use it as like
it's
like
just
a
like
bib.
We can make it magical. That way it shrinks down on.
I'll just use it with like I'll use it with like one of the armor ones. It would just definitely be exotic.
it would definitely be an exotic dress. Who boy?
Depending on the designer, that might fit.
I mean, I'm going to have to burn one of my infusions off, but.
So I sneak my way into the back, find the girl who's going to be wearing the wedding dress, knock her out.
So you see M8 down here in the corner?
Yeah.
It's like if you go back there and start looking around, that's where most of the women are set up and ready to go.
Hey-o. That's where they're getting dressed, huh?
Pretty sure it'll be guarded.
I need to check one of my scores. Hold on.
Yes, they do have one guard back there who is standing on the outside of the door, and the women chastise him, and some of them are even like, now don't you come in here looking.
Poor guard.
It's just,
You know, if it was Traxian, this would work really well because he had a maxed out charisma score. With all code, it's probably not going to work out too well. I think Coden's going to stick to his bounty hunter roots and just kind of continue his small talk and staying mostly out of the way.
All right. So they're starting to get this fashion show ready. They're having people kind of move from the middle, big red carpets getting brought down the middle. And they start talking about
My
the fashion
question is,
designer.
Does the carpet match the drapes?
It might.
All right.
On some of them, it does. But they start talking about the gentleman who has actually made it, who is like an actual like person from this city and things like that. So, are you wanting to do something in?
Do I want to so badly? Am I going to? I don't think so.
We are still just level 6. So we are still just level 6.
Yeah, I know we're just level 6. I'm not trying to do too many terrible things, but do I want to so badly?
So is someone going to be modeling the dress, or are they just bringing it out?
Just like on a mannequin.
It's just a mannequin that's standing still, just like. So.
Bixby's magic hand just moved it along.
So. They do the magic show, the fashion show, which is
Ooh,
magical.
I like this masquerade.
You have the women that come out in these like newer fashions, and they've got the guy who's just like, now this one here is made from this and that, and blah blah blah.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah, you would remember because you did the one shot, but he is a
Oh, okay.
yeah, he is a gentleman.
It's that guy.
Yeah, so y'all didn't go to the fashion shop here in this one. It's like this one here was made out of a beautiful fashion that we come from the south here, so that we've got. So he's going through and doing all that stuff.
Maple Beaver Town.
Yes. This one's really fancy.
He's
with
wearing a Canadian tuxedo.
Yes. It's like with the new Harmony look, this one goes really good with all the ladies out there.
Got the robe covering it.
You're watching for the outside, so
Yeah.
you've got a few of the girls that come out there, and again, he's just talking it up and stuff like that, and they're doing their and then walking around and stuff like that. You notice that there is a fairly larger wagon that's coming down the way and starting to get ready to stop right there in the front.
I use thermatology and make the candles flicker on the chandelier.
Okay.
Just to, I don't know if they're perceptive enough to see that, or they're watching all the.
Perception check on all of you.
That's a pretty minor thing. 17 plus, whatever.
21.
Okay.
Do 13.
You're 24.
So 21 altogether.
Okay.
Some Morse code.
As you all kind
Yeah.
of notice that the light that's in the middle of the chandelier kind of flickers in a weird way. And you see your friend,
And then I just kind of get up and then turn and then just kind of lean over the balcony.
I will get a good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'll kind of wrap up with where I'm talking. It was a pleasant conversation, and take the last of my drink, give it to a waiter, and start walking back towards Sir Reginald.
I'll get a good grip on my staff and pull my hood up.
Okay.
This makes me want to do something even more right now.
Whoa.
Your time is nigh. Go find the link.
Oh, this must be my chance. I'll do it now.
Reginald's always got a good grip on.
That's the signal.
That's the signal. Go do it.
That would be best if you were just completely like in a different room in another world while we're trying to fight this monster and you come out like halfway.
You notice the
wedding
light.
dress?
You notice the light flickering. You don't really think too much about it, but you do see that your friends are starting to make moves. So
Doesn't change anything I'm doing.
Shocking.
there are no plans here.
I guess I'll look up at you and kind of nod.
I do the head, like,
Cool.
the baseball signals.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Speaking of
How- how
Skyrim,
How close? How close do we feel like it's getting to the wedding dress coming out?
Well, so you've had like a few girls come in and out, like probably about 7 or 8 different women. So you've got to figure like there's not that many dresses that some man can make. So it's probably coming to a head, and with your friend up at the top giving you the like a nice little signal, you can tell that she has seen something
Something.
out there. So it's probably like ready to.
2 + 2 is like 3.
Yes,
Yes.
you can tell that something's about to go down.
Something's off.
So do I want?
Something may have even gone
It's
down
about
earlier
to
on.
go down. Do I want to make it
We
worse?
assume. We don't know.
I want to make it worse.
roll a dice.
Do I want to get like caught and thrown in jail forever?
So you see that there are 2 wagons.
You assume that we'll let you go to jail. We don't know.
Yeah, I might just get like killed right here.
Ganked.
Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't saying that. I was like saying we're going to save you, but
I don't know. I don't know. My intelligence isn't that bad. But
I'd say just let's see what happens when
You
she
might
comes
get
in.
murked.
Well, because she might just come in and this might be a celebration for the rest of the night and nothing
That's good.
abnormal happens.
All
Or this could be where a lot of stuff happened. We don't know yet.
Nah, something's going down.
nope, something's going down, and I rolled terribly. I rolled a 7.
Terribly because something bad is going to happen, or terribly because you're not going to do something bad?
Because something bad's going to happen.
It's already in motion.
It's already in motion.
There's no
There's only
going back
one way
now.
down. There's no.
Yeah, there's 2 stairwells, but that's the only way down unless you want to jump.
Are you about to do something terrible?
The mysterious noblest, like the nobliest
Nobody's.
elf just jumps down off the edge. Is like, ha! I am part of this now.
That is part of my legacy, my agility.
It's like, ooh.
I'm gonna go mousy, and then go to M8.
Okay.
What way were they, or like what way were they headed?
As in like the wagons or other?
Other.
Back that way in the hall.
So towards M8 ish.
I mean, they went into the hallway, but past that, like, you would have seen them take a left.
I'm going. I'm
Okay.
stealthily or nonchalantly.
Slowly.
Yeah. So just kind of peek.
You avoid the women who are coming up to you, just like, so mysterious elf. Nope.
Nope.
I'm gay.
Are you next to me?
No, I'm down.
Oh, dang it.
I didn't jump. I didn't swing by the chandelier.
Oh, if you were going to, I had a plan. Don't worry.
So you're peeking into the door?
Okay, so I guess it's an open hall.
Yeah, it's like an open hallway, but like, you know, it
Yeah.
goes left and right.
Yeah.
You see a little mouse friend going to the right.
He's got that way covered.
Okay, so you see the very tail end of who you're looking for. There is a doorway at the very end that leads to the outside, and the actual path for the like wagons and whatnot kind of goes around that way. The stable being in the back, and they have a carriage waiting.
When I see Noblest Noble heading that way, I'm going to nod at Cadmus and start following.
Okay.
But it's like they're leaving.
Yes. They're talking to the individual at the door who is getting their carriage ready.
But okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they've pulled off, right?
They're not in it yet. They're still talking to the gentleman at the end of the hallway. And it is both Lord and Lady. You all make your way up to the door and notice that you've got Coden up above, and then you've got Zindril and her nobliest noble elf kind of hanging out of the doorway.
Yeah.
And a mouse figure going to the right.
I'll just
whisper to Cadmus.
how do I? There'd be no way for me to get out there and do that.
Oh, good point.
Yeah. Hey, wait.
I'll whisper to
I'm unscrewing a
Cadmus.
wheel.
I think something's going to happen. Be ready.
No, don't worry.
I just slam my fist in the wall and just let him go.
Okay. So,
An aggravation.
Mr. Mouse, you go
But
in.
then I stop and think. I'm like, where was he going?
Mr. Mouse.
I'm going to where I was told that they were getting dressed for this.
Yes, you do have like women coming around, like, you know, in and out and stuff like that of this little area. They're walking down the hallways in their dresses. Like, as soon as they turn the corner, they're like starting to move things around. They're like, Jesus Christ, like this is uncomfortable type deal, and start making their way back to M8 there. But are you going into the room?
Well, yeah.
Do a stealth check. You're a mouse in the room with a bunch of ladies.
Oh,
Stick to the walls. Okay, 17.
Okay. So, like, they're too busy trying to get their crap off because they're uncomfortable, and they don't notice the little mouse that kind of goes like meep, into the room. It's set up just kind of like some of the what this room was used for has been like pushed off to the side, and they've got their little makeup corners and stuff like that, and they're all like coming out of their dresses, or some are going out there, they're changing into their dresses.
I'm just looking for the dress that looks like it would be the grand finale, the wedding dress, and who it is that would be putting that on or is putting that on.
Okay. Perception.
Is reality.
21.
Okay. You notice that pretty much all the dresses you have seen already.
Look the same.
Yeah. With the little, one is silver designs on the side, and others are
Potato
gold.
sacks.
This is my new fashion.
There are a couple of dresses that you have not seen come out just yet, but they don't look like anything that would be a wedding dress of sorts.
Okay, so nothing in here looks like it would be a wedding dress.
No.
oh, what if it's on her? What if she's
Are
already
you still
wearing
watching the door? Where are you looking?
I get, so they've left, and whoever.
You're still up on the second floor, right? Cool. Roll a perception for me.
13.
Okay.
I have to keep using my passive.
Okay.
I didn't, because they've left, right?
Yeah.
The guy that summoned the carriage, and I'll be like, oh, I was really hoping to meet them. I've heard such wonderful things about them. Do you happen to know where they were headed off to?
He just kind of like puts the gold that was in that he had been given from the family into his pocket, and he's like, Don't know, don't care. Like, they're leaving. I don't know where.
Which family was it that left again?
Y'all have no
Oh,
idea.
this is all Zindra's story.
Well, we know that 2 wagons had approached.
You are starting to see people coming out of the first wagon. They all have like this maroon colored robe look to them. It's with like
Priest of the Sacred Flame.
yes. The sacred flame is one. No, they all start kind of walking up the way into the little walkway area. They kind of say something to the gentleman that has been announcing people and things like that. And probably about like 6 of them come out of this wagon, and then the next one comes up and starts filtering out people as well. All of this
They're
is
up by the
happening.
introduction person.
Yes.
I would like to walk over there and start acting how I perceive in my trip speaking with Traxian, how Traxian would start talking to these people.
Okay.
Ah, sir, madam, we have so many great things for you to purchase this evening. Oh, it is just fantastic. We have so many gems here from all over the place.
So many gems.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm Traxian Cade from the Gem Shopping Network. Here's my my writ of guildship. Yes. So what can we get out for you this evening? Trying to distract.
Okay.
Delay.
Roll a performance for me, or deception, whichever one's higher.
Neither.
Yeah, that's the same.
They're the same.
Come on. 13.
Okay. A couple of them kind of look to you, and they're just like, they hear the word gem, and they start kind of like, we don't have time for this, good sir. Do you not know who we are?
Well, clearly you're here to buy gems. I mean, why else would you be coming in knowing the Great Traxian is here? If you weren't here to buy gems. I mean, all this other stuff was just put on so I could get it.
This is for me. Lord
The
Cruz,
giant PR stunt.
Lord Cruz is no one. Okay, are you doing anything else?
I will stealthily pull out a knife and just kind of put it in the middle of his back and be like, it's a shame. You can't spend those coins when you're dead.
Okay. Roll intimidation.
Only this character is a warlock. I can do so much more.
So where did my character go? Did you ever get him out?
Yeah, he's right there next to the Yoda.
So I guess I would be.
out there, too.
Where are you at? Is this you?
Yeah, that's me.
So I would be back here. I don't see what's going on back there yet.
Remember, is my ogre self over there?
No, I.
Hold on, where's the box? Because I had all of the...
There's one behind Mike.
You looking for? Oh.
Let's see. Well, I don't know if you want to be any of the characters that we had out last time. Otherwise, I'd have to like get the other one out. But yeah, no, yours is not in here. I don't think.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think you want to be that.
No.
So, this music.
Skyrim
turn
now.
now.
it's from the north.
North belongs to the Nords.
I guess I'm still just kind of hanging out where Zindra left me, trying to keep an eye on both her and Coden.
Okay. It's like you can tell that she is having a nice little conversation in her disguise at the end with the gentleman at the end. Your mouse friend just kind of went into the room. You haven't heard screams, so
Okay.
you think that things are going well in there.
Okay.
Coden is now at the door that you can see, talking to the gentleman that announced you in.
I'm looking at Coden. I don't know what's going on over there.
Okay.
So I got a 16 on intimidation.
Okay. So he kind of feels the tip of the blade on there, and he kind of understands what's going on at this point, and is like,
Glad we have an understanding.
So, yeah, they were heading out of town at this point. Didn't tell me where they were going, but they sure did want to leave in a hurry.
Guess an insight check to see if he's.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay. While he's reading that, it's like you see the second wagon coming in. And it's like there are more of the same people in those like maroon colored robes that are getting out from that one. Just about 4 this time. So there are 10 in total on the outside. And then you see that they're holding a door open, and you can see someone else coming out of there in a massively like red dress.
Have we seen these robes before?
Yes. So they are the same robe wearing people that you saw in Wolfhurst.
That's what I thought.
So for you, he tells you that.
Like, is he like?
He was ready to head out the door a few minutes after they left.
Okay. I will drop 2 gold coins and say no hard feelings, and like, cause I guess like he was ready to
Bail.
GTFO.
Yeah. He doesn't know why, but he knows that he wants to leave.
So, given that I recognize those robes, I'm going to cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
That's how I like to say that.
So, is Coden on this floor, or is he still on the
Oh, I'm
He's
sorry.
on the first floor at the front of the door,
Oh, okay.
Up here.
chatting with the announcer.
You know, the people coming. It's a show.
People are starting to notice the Gym Shopping Network having a
An extravaganza sale. A product I haven't even shown.
Like, do I hear a lot of commotion going on, or?
Not yet. You hear someone's voice that is above the rest of them, but past that, nothing has really happened at this point. What would you like to do?
Having cast Shillelagh, I'm going to start pushing my way towards the cultist.
Okay.
What's that we do again, that one?
It makes it so that my staff is magical, and I can use my spellcasting ability instead of my strength to attack.
It's extremely helpful.
Mr. Mouse, what are you doing? You look like you're no longer a mouse.
Well, I mean, I don't have a mouse. So I haven't seen anything in here that looks like a wedding dress. And they're still like getting ready. There's a few more that need to go out. So I haven't found anything. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to squeak.
As I'm slowly making my way, what's in these rooms? Are they like storerooms, armories, anything?
So the one to your right is going to be like the kitchen area where they've kind of kept all the food that they've been bringing out. The left is kind of like a storage area there. Also like a break room of sorts, if you will, for the group.
Like a guard break room or just a generic break room?
Like a generic break room. The M12 that's right there is more so for the soldiers. So it's going to have a few like armored pieces and things.
Is there like a long sword or anything? Just generic weapon?
There's going to be...
Or wait, you didn't have anything.
I've got a dagger.
Yeah.
Is there like a short sword or something?
There's going to be spears, short swords, things like that in here. Just your basic ones, but yeah.
Great. I'll pick up a long sword.
Okay. So you squeak.
I squeak.
Okay. So as soon as you squeak,
I'm picking up a sword and I know what I'm about to hear.
so you hear this squeak come from the room.
Go ahead. I'm trying to see what I need to know what I'm perceiving, by the way. I don't think I perceived anything from him, but
So
You've
you're
probably
seeing...
seen me push my way towards.
so I don't know if I would even see the robed Pete figures yet. Do they actually have like hooded robes or just robes and they see their face?
You can see their faces, but they just have like that maroon colored robe.
I'm still not alerted yet.
I would say if you're watching her walking towards them, you would start to see that like Traxion / Coden are having a nice little
Yeah,
conversation.
We do want to also see like if he really has the heart of the desert to present.
I think we're out of time.
All right. I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm in the women's dressing room.
And I don't know. You don't have any idea other than they're here. What's happening out here? I just know something bad is
I'm a
probably about to
lecherous
happen.
elephant.
So you squeak, and like a couple of the girls kind of hear it, and you can see them freeze. They're like, "Oh my god, where?" And they start like looking around the room trying to find.
I'm like climbing on top. I'm going to try to climb on top of like one of the dresses that's still one of the last dresses that's supposed to be going out.
Okay.
And like I'm climbing on top of it, so I'm up here on like the shoulder, and I'm like squeak.
But you do it like in the elephant voice, so it's squeak.
They're all like,
That's perfect.
But it's a little mouse body with.
one of the girls that was supposedly going to be wearing said dress that you had climbed up on starts to like walk over to it to start getting it on, and then she sees like face to face, looks you square in your little mousy eyes, and like sees you on the dress, and just screams, "Rat! Rat!"
Ma'am, I am a mouse.
How dare you?
They all start screaming and jumping up on top of things, and they're all like, "Oh my god, it's a rat!" And start panicking. The guard starts running in to go and help with whatever, and they're all trying to clothe themselves. If
That
they're...
guy's gonna get executed.
And they're all like, "Oh my god, get out!" He's like, "Oh, man, sorry." And he's trying to like push his way through. He's like, "Where's the rat? Where's the rat?" And they're like, "Over in the dresses." And there's mayhem in this room at this point. All over a little mouse on a dress.
Well, so when the guard busts into the room, and they're all like look at him, like small distraction. I want to jump over into the corner and like turn myself into the lady that I was going to turn myself into earlier.
Okay.
Alter myself into the silver-haired northern lady.
Okay. So now there's an extra lady in the room. They're all just panicking over the mouse.
Yes.
The guard is kind of like trying to make his way through, staring down at the floor while the rest of them are like, get it, it's a rat. And they're kind of guiding him. It's like, but don't look, you pervert, type stuff. And like walking him to the dress, and he looks up at the dress. He's like, I don't see no rat. Where's the rat? And they're all like, it's in the room somewhere. And they're all still like sitting up on top of their like dressers and sitting in chairs and things like that, just all panicking. Are you on the floor in the corner?
No, I'm like this.
But you're fully clothed, so it makes it even like, man, what's wrong with her?
No, that's weird. So he's like,
I'm gonna try to grab one of these dresses and like put them on.
okay.
Ain't y'all ever seen a rat before? And you're putting straight.
Yeah, I'm just like rat. You know,
I'm
see,
from
like, the guy. I'm like, oh, get out of here, pervert! And I'm trying to put on the dress. So I'm like, I'll finish this thing.
He ushers the women kind of out of the room so that he can look for the rat on his own, and they're all like grabbing stuff and going out there, and they're all just kind of starting to stand in the hallway. He looks at you, he's like, "Ma'am, please, exit so that I may find this mouse for you, or this rat for you."
I ain't worried about no stinking rat. The show must go on.
And he just kind of like, "You're a brave woman. Do what you have to." So he starts like moving things slowly with like a little dagger out, ready to stab a little rat that goes by and whatnot. And he's looking. And so he is preoccupied, and all the women are now on the outside here. So you're just going to keep on walking? You're going to keep on with your dress and stuff?
Oh, I'm going to take the dress, and he's like stabbing around. So he's in here?
Yeah, he's in the dressing room now trying to like move things around and get the mouse.
Shame.
The mouse has killed him.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put on one of these fancy dresses and walk on out.
Okay, he's trying not to look at you. Like you're gonna keep the show going.
Oh, he's not looking at me.
No, he is like moving
he's doing that.
things.
I'm gonna. Never mind. Sleight of hand is gonna be terrible if I try to pick up some of these ladies' things on the way out.
No, so yeah, he's like
distracted.
Yeah, he's moving like some of the like.
I'm still not risking it.
He's moving furniture trying to find this mouse, and he's like, and he moves things back and then goes to the next spot, trying not to look at you so that you can dress in peace or whatever. But past that, what would you like to do?
Oh, I'm marching on out and marching on into here with the
Okay.
intention of walking the runway.
Okay. So while he is doing that, what would you like?
When I hear all the screaming coming from M8, I'm going to raise my voice and yell, "Cadmus, find Christine."
Okay. So all of you that are out there now hear in Sir Reginald's voice, Cadmus find Christine.
Hold on.
Christine.
Hold on.
As you're running down, Christine.
I'm still up here talking to Christine.
So,
What? Or
They're all like, what is that, a gem of yours or something?
yes, indubitably it is.
I'm going to make us a little interesting.
oh, we're already gonna make this interesting.
So, 10 or lower, I don't know what he means. 11 and up, I do.
Should make it 19 and under. You don't know what it means.
Okay, 14. So I do another.
Disadvantage. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Well,
You're
because
distracted.
okay, I get what's going on. I still don't know what to do because they're screaming coming back from there. There's a bunch of stuff happening up in front.
Yeah, those of you who are like, you see these women just coming out of this door screaming rat at this point. And
Do I hear what they're saying?
oh yeah,
Okay,
like you
so I
can hear
hear
them saying
rat.
rat.
So I'm the only one who's actually near the cultist.
Yes.
Yes,
Just want to make sure I was.
I would say you're going towards him, right? You're going towards the front of the door.
because I
Yeah,
thought I
I
was
was-
going to go take a wedding dress. And,
Yeah.
make
I was
believe.
making my way to Cody.
Okay, so I'll be on my way.
It's
to-
my day.
So I guess when I
Don't
turn,
ruin it for me.
I guess when I turn the corner, my passive perception's 17. Do I see these cultists?
You're gonna see like your buddy Traxian Coden talking, and you can hear his voice. Well, now you can't because the people are screaming down the hallway, but you can see that he is like, he's got a scroll out, he's talking to them, and like, and they all look like they're annoyed as hell.
And I heard Christine.
Yes.
And then I am power walking out here.
You see this one woman who is like walking down the hallway past all the other women, is just like, I am
Here's
ready.
where things get real interesting. I yell at Cadmus. I'm like, "Here's Christine." I throw the longsword at him.
All right.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay. Thanks for finding Christine.
Well, you've got to catch this.
You're good.
I played with.
Oh no! Oh
We've entered the night.
All right, the ritual's begun.
Oh, it's back.
Everything
okay, we're
goes
fine. We're
black.
fine.
The world disappears.
Power
Into the
outage.
void.
We've returned.
It was just a power outage. Someone hit a pole.
It's a brown eyed guy. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so you are still talking to these people, and they are all like, they're kind of annoyed, but some of them are just like trying to be intrigued as like to what you're trying to give them because you said the word gem. The other ones start coming up. You see this woman. She looks to be roughly about like 18 or so. Still pretty young.
Doesn't match anything like what he turned into.
Ahem. She is wearing a long flowing dress matching the red of Sir Cruz, with that red velvety look on her, with a white satin sash that's kind of wrapped around her waist, trailing like a trail of a wedding dress on her back. And keeping the white satin up on her hips is a small gold medallion, like a family crest. Her blonde hair flows curly down her back, with her hazel eyes shining through her mask. The mask. The mask
It's a
is
band,
white,
baby.
with the same color of her eyes going around the mask. Looks to be some diamonds and rubies and things like that kind of hanging out around the eyes as well. So it looks to be like a fairly fancy one. She looks to be about, like I said, 18. Great shape from what you can tell. Roll a perception for me.
16.
Ooh. You can tell that she is kind of like, she's got this soft and innocent look on her face, just kind of like what's going on at the front. But you can tell that she's kind of on edge.
You, ma'am, you seem to know the value of a great gem.
It's like she kind of walks up with the rest of the men from that one, and she's like, in this real small, like timid voice, she's like, what's going on?
Oh my dear, I have all these gems, and I can tell you love gems from your glorious mask. It's almost like I handcrafted it myself.
Oh, God. It's like, she looks to her people and is like, it's like just some man merchant here that's trying to sell gems. Like, man merchant.
Merman.
Like, just trying to sell some gems to you, milady. Nothing of interest here. And she kind of looks as like, what kind of gems?
Madam, I have any gem you could want. I am Traxian Cade of the Gem Shopping Network. I hail from the other continent.
You know what would be hilarious is if you had the diamond right now.
The actual
The real gem that they're looking for. They'd be like, oh.
They'd be like, oh.
Wait.
Come
He's
here,
of interest.
boy.
I will, God, do I have any gems? Hold on, let me see if I have any gems in my inventory. I got an idea.
Do you know the best fact about gems?
They come from the F!
They're weightless.
You'll have to.
In my inventory, so my DM doesn't care how many I have.
I have a mountain of them. Doesn't matter.
The gods have smiled upon my pockets.
Okay, I know what I'll do. I will show off the ring that I have on my hand. It is a signet ring, but I will use one of my infusions to make it like glow, like an M, like on, like kind of in and out of the glow. Like I made this myself from a gem I found deep in the mines of Moria.
So it's the breathing pattern RGB.
Yes. And it goes through the entire rainbow spectrum as it goes.
All 16.7 million colors?
I buy that right there. So she kind of looks down at it and they're like, milady, please. Like, we do not need to speak to this commoner. And she's like, were you sent to me by my lord husband Cruz?
Yes. He wanted me to make sure I met you here and walk with you as you are introduced.
Oh, well, that would be lovely.
Ah, yes, and I'll extend out my arm. Look at the other guy and just go.
The other gentleman with her is like, my lady, please. And she's just like, oh, he seems just fine.
I'm just fine, gentlemen. Just fine.
So she kind of takes your arm and she was just like, that is a very lovely ring that you have there.
Thank you. It was originally my father's.
This glowing red, then pink.
Wait a minute, you said you made it, but then it's your father's.
Clearly she's not very bright.
So now you see that Coden is walking through.
Could still be the same. He made it for his dad. When his dad died, he gave it back to him.
So he'd made it for his dad. His dad lived for a week longer, and then he died. Then he got the ring.
No relation with the ring itself.
Not at all.
So now you all see that Coden is leading this woman in who's got this big long dress. You've got some of the gentlemen that have come out with her like holding the dress up so it doesn't get dirty.
Quick tip, by the way, I want to try to sleight of hand hide this sword because you threw a sword at me. now we're trying to act all chill. So do I need to try to hide this thing?
You all said Christine.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking as I'm walking with her, I'll just take my other hand and be like,
yeah, everybody's ready to move. You're
You
like,
want me to roll perception?
yes.
I'm gonna look at Coden. I'm gonna look at.
Ah, damn it! Natural 20.
So you're like, I get it.
Yes.
Your moment of clarity. I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at Coden. I'm gonna be like,
If you're gonna try and hide this thing, yeah, you need to roll like a sleight of hand.
oh god,
It's a long sword.
sword.
No, I got you a long sword.
Oh.
I'm optimizing you.
Oh.
I should have thrown this spear.
Oh.
So you're hugging the sword. You're just like,
I'm gonna walk to the corner at this point. God dang it! Or I'm gonna back here. I'm gonna go back here.
Yeah,
put
go
it,
stand in the shadows. That's a good idea.
You try and find a place on yourself to put it, but everywhere you put it, the long part of it is just like sticking out. You're just
Scraping
like,
the ground.
yeah. You're like, there's literally nowhere to put this on my body and like not be calm and collective about it. So
I heard Christine.
I'm gonna put it around
Shit's
the
about to go down.
corner. I'm gonna put it around the corner for now.
Okay.
put it in the corner because it's got edges. It's not a circle.
it's not a circle.
Nobody
So-
puts Christine in the corner. She's in a lovely
Because
hallway.
she's telekinetic.
So
Did
you
I hear Christine?
I mean, I said it pretty loud, but we never rolled.
You were
to
were
see
you
if
still in the
heard
room
it.
yet?
Yeah,
Well,
but
I
he was
believe-
also in a room with a bunch of
I believe I was in a room with a bunch of screaming
Yeah, you
women.
were with a bunch of screaming women, so that's why I
Yeah.
said
Just gonna walk out.
we never rolled to see if you heard or not.
Well, that's probably good though. Like at
Well,
that
you
point,
see that you have two of your people that are kind of converging, with each other. Like one of them threw a sword at the other, and the other one's trying to hide it, and it's like I heard and all that stuff. So you see
I'm confused.
two
at
of
this
your
point.
friends before you walk around the corner arguing about something.
Okay.
They have no idea who you are though, because you
Turning this corner, and I'm like, pat, 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 pat. I'm taking those steps.
So
And I see him walking with this lady that I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one.
So
So you're just the one of the girls now.
some of the nobles have heard the screaming in the back. They have heard what it
We wouldn't know
is.
it's you yet.
No, you have no idea who that is. So they're kind of looking at your like the doorway where you're coming out.
As you
You're the
cross.
next person in line, and they're just kind of like, "Oh, well, it must not be too bad. They're still do on with the show."
As you cross, as you go by.
Like,
I like confidence.
but across from you, you also see that who you believe to be Coden walking in with this other woman who has a much bigger and larger like dress that's more gaudy than yours. That's
What was it that back there?
so everybody's looking at you because they're still paying
But
attention.
then I see maroon dudes behind them.
Yes.
so.
It's clobbering time.
I'm like,
You're gonna turn
I'm already tapping down the, and I see maroon guys, and I'm like, I'm looking. Are they okay? I don't.
I mean,
is
you're
he,
right.
Is he like trying
You're
to
right
save
here.
her?
You're right here,
Are we-
right?
Yeah.
So
It's
we're all
armor
like,
time.
there's like a trio. There's like a trio of us just like confused. Like,
We're arguing.
Yeah, but you two like just see another woman
I've
coming
got a
by.
long sword in my hand still.
She kind of like
You're ready for battle. He's got a long
I'm
sword.
away.
Oh my god!
I'm trying to put the sword away.
No, it's like we're fighting. Like, no, take it.
So we're
I don't
pushing
want it. You take it.
We're pushing it toward each other.
God. So
Rochambeau.
Oh, we're gonna start fighting. And then with like flings into the middle of the room and just stabs.
Jean shows up and just stabs him through the chest. Oh, sir.
oh, good sir.
I needed to bring a message.
A message for you, sir.
I don't know that I want to transform into the elephant though, because the problem is we're still here in all this, and I don't want us to get like banned from the town necessarily
Well, and
for
I
ruining cruises. Like when I'm walking down, I'm looking for Cruz. Obviously, if I'm seeing him with her, and I make this assumption that it's her, like I'm looking around for Cruz. Where's Cruz at?
But then you see the cultist.
I saw the cultists.
Well, we don't.
I saw the cultists behind them, but now I'm looking around for Cruz.
So you're gonna see the cruise is kind of just like on the side with a bunch of nobles looking at the people walking down the aisle for their like. He's gonna be looking at you basically at this point because he has no idea.
She's here yet.
Yeah. Because the man hasn't announced it yet, and of course you're not there unless you're announced.
I see.
So at this point, we're pushing the sword at each other.
No, you take it. No, you take
And
it.
then you walk by. Do you give us any notification that this is you, or you just keep walking?
I'm just strutting my stuff up
All
the
right.
runway.
I give a whistle as you go by, push your sword back at him.
Back at you.
I'm going to calm down, but I'm still going to try to get between Coden and the cultists.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say the girl. It's like, oh, jealous, huh?
No, Coden. and the cultists.
Excuse me. Yeah, Reginald, not Siobhan,
Oh,
but
that's
Reginald walked up and was like, "Excuse me."
No, he's
I'm going to, I guess, step right off. I don't know where they are on the runway towards, but I will step right off the edge of the runway, and I will step right past him and her, and right up to the cultist peoples.
Okay.
I'm just strutting it right up to them.
All right. So
You like what you see?
the
Hey, boys!
the gentleman who announces everybody's presence starts to look at these two over here, and he looks at you, and he's just like, oh, okay. Lord Traxian and Lady Ureldi presenting the last dress of the night. Hey, where's he going? And just like watches another female and Reginald kind of walking past this. They don't care about this lady that's coming in. So they're starting to walk out, and everybody now turns and looks at the woman in this red dress. And the woman that was power walking, that was looking beautiful as all get up, walking right past them. And she's like, nope, not town. So she's walking out to the middle, and like I said, she's this cute little, like, 18-year-old, soft face, looks real innocent, and big hazel eyes.
And then she turns into a monster.
Bites him. But she's walking with him, and she just kind of, like, squeezes your arm a little bit more, and she was just like, I've never had this many eyes on me.
It'll be okay, man. It's fine. It's quite fine. I will guide you to Lord Cruz.
So, yes, Lord Cruz is now, like, kind of popping his head out and seeing that there is his bride-to-be walking down the aisle with somebody that he's kind of seen walking around in the thing, but he kind of stands out in the middle of the red carpeted area. He's like, oh, my dear.
What are we doing?
So we haven't quite gotten there yet, right?
No,
So I would like to,
If you shove it to me, like
being the
trying to
gem
hide
aficionado that I am, would like to I will be inspecting the heart of the desert before it's turned over once we meet with Lord Cruz.
It's just like, oh, that would be lovely.
9.
My gentleman has
I'm
not
gonna put it around the corner.
come here yet, but you have the paperwork.
Yes.
And then
Yes,
just
I
like
am
falls
from
and
the
clank,
game.
clank, 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 clank. Fine.
Yes, I
and
would
I
very
just
much.
I just take the sword and I just throw it down the hallway. Happy?
No! I wanted it, but not on me. I can't hide it. Oh, God.
You all said Christine.
Walking up to the cultists as well. As I
Y'all hear this?
recognize
There's
them.
so much going
You
on.
hear this tink in the distance while something...
It goes down that way when the guards come in.
You hear the tink in the distance of something being thrown down the hallway. But then you walk up to the... both of you, actually, are walking up to the...
And then, so I'm trying to like stop them or slow them down from him walking with her.
Are you still strutting in front
I'm
of
still strutting.
them? Okay. They're all kind of taken aback by the fact that you just walked past the most important woman to them. And they're just kind of like, okay. That's nice. Let's just see you. Like,
I'm just like, that's far enough, fellas. The lady has to do her business.
I'll say, Lord Cruz will take care of Lady Ureldi from here.
That's not how this works, sir.
It is now.
Oh, great. Roll initiative.
So with alter self, I also get to choose when I altering my voice. I drop my alter voice, and I'm like, that's far enough.
Oh, God.
Okay, I gotta tell y'all what I'm picturing here. Who has seen Magi, Labyrinth of Magi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You know when he goes into, like, the whorehouse, and it's the giant, like, man lady?
I don't remember.
What?
I was
Oh!
thinking of the dude from Shrek.
That would also do the trick.
Yeah.
That would also do the trick. All right, hold on. I'm gonna find a picture of this lady. All right.
All right, I have found
Roll
the
an
gun.
intimidation with advantage.
I'm down here.
Just
But
him?
Yeah, both of you.
which way did you throw it?
So you go left or right with your sword.
Did you throw it down here?
Okay, yes.
So it would have went down this hallway.
Okay.
That's right.
So I'm down that point in the hallway. I got the sword.
I needed everybody to share my vision of what.
I got a 12 to intimidate.
I need to
Okay.
rewatch. I need to rewatch.
What did
And
you
the
get?
Adventures of Sinbad.
Well, you gotta
I
do
thought
Sinbad
was
first. You
great.
gotta watch Sinbad
Sinbad goes first. Mine was a 20. It was an 18 plus 2.
Okay, yeah.
That's a terrifying image.
All right, so for you, they're kind of like, excuse you, sir, like, that's not how this goes. But then as soon as the woman in front of them says it in a lower voice than yours, No. They're like, whoa, okay. The women are bred a little differently here. Like, clearly.
She must be from the north. She's from the north side.
So, while they're still, like, walking in, they are, like, not going past you two. So, they're kind of, like, staying a little bit back.
Okay.
So,
How many of them are there again?
there are 10 total.
Okay.
So, at this point, she's making her way to the middle where Lord Cruz is, and he kind of stops. The music has stopped in the back, and they're all like watching this beautiful moment of finally seeing the female that this man has been talking about for forever in with him. So he kind of like bows as far as his gut will take him, and he's like, "My lady, you look beautiful tonight." And she kind of gives like a little blush, and she like doesn't really know what to do at this point.
Curtsy, my lady, curtsy.
She curtsies and looks at him and is like, "It is an honor to meet you once again, my lord." And kind of looks to you and kind of like asks kind of permission to let go of your arm.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. And then goes up to him and...
Make sure you still got your wallet.
It's gone! She, like...
My rent is gone.
He holds out his hand, she takes it, he kisses it, and he kind of like does this major bow to her. It's like, "To the woman of the night, my beautiful Yoreldi." And they all kind of like clap.
I finally
Hey.
clunked back to the door.
Because I threw this.
I'm gonna be. I presume they're. Where are they?
They're like right in the middle. Yeah.
Take me down here.
Right here. You and I are up here.
Hey, we got the exit blocked.
Yeah.
Most.
Let's see here. Sure.
I hope the monster things that her.
Yeah.
Sure. Alright, so... Pretend. The shorter one is the Lord.
Yeah.
The lady is the one in red. So he kind of like makes this grand hand gesture and he's like, "Tonight we celebrate the lady of the night, my beautiful Ureldi. We shall commence in 20 minutes the giving of the heart of the desert. For now, enjoy her." And like,
Whoa!
And he called her the lady of the night.
no.
Enjoy her presence.
Yes.
There we go.
There you go.
That was turning dark real quick.
So all these nobles
No,
were...
was that kind of party?
No.
This is eyes wide shut
I did
party.
not. The right
This was
kind
a
of protection
masquerade,
for this
not a
party.
furry.
So look, I brought a dagger. I did not bring that.
I can cast shield, and I don't think it's that specific.
No. So the nobles start coming up to her because they finally see this woman,
Enjoy her presence.
her presence. They all are just dying to talk to her. It's like they want to know where she's from. She kind of like shrinks back a little bit because people come at her like real quick. But the Lord kind of like holds her very close to him and is just like helping her through conversations. But you can tell she is just like a 18-year-old young woman who has never been this big before.
I would like to come back up to her, bow, and then, "Lord Cruz, there's a matter of the heart to be inspected."
Ah, yes, you are from the guild, yes? I
Yes,
presume?
here's my writ. Yes.
Yes, oh, I thought you were going to be coming a little later today. That's wonderful that you're here and already have met my beautiful Yoreldi. It's like, if you would like, I may take you to where it is and you may inspect it.
Yes, that'd be great. However, I will need to get one of my counterparts for a moment. It's my assistant.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Ah. I'm gonna go
So-
hunt down Patrick.
Okay. So,
We're still chatting about stuff like what are we supposed to do and
I'm trying to teach him how to hide it, like how to angle it.
I'm
You
kind of
see-
giving you hand signs like it's that big.
you see
It's a long sword.
the elven noble of nobleness, like, fighting with your friend, the Dragonborn, over how to...
Hide a
How
sword.
long the sword is. That's all you see.
Now that the pissing contest is over, Noble Noblesville, I will need your assistance
Okay.
for the heart.
And then I'll be like, next time you all see Christine, mean it. I didn't say it. You're supposed to watch it. Watch her. You two are out. Separate you two.
Get away from me! I'm sorry.
So as far as you two go, it's like you see that the...
I'm looking for the Northerners
Okay. Like
because I want to see their reaction because I just had a conversation with them earlier.
True.
Look for the bearded women.
Okay. So roll a perception check.
50.
Okay. So you see them in the crowd. They're kind of staring at her. They're kind of whispering to each other. You can't quite make out what it is, but you can tell that they're a little confused. Like they look nothing like this woman. Like she is pale, but that blonde hair, like both the man and the woman, like that are from Dugrask, have like darker hair. It's like she is nothing like them, so they're a little confused. Yes.
It's a little lighter than it used to be.
For you, since you're the only one that's not disguised in this group, you do have a noble...
You put the sword in like a potted plant.
Yeah. Perfect. Hidden. Perfect.
Easy access for later.
Why's that?
Part of the drapery now.
Yes.
Why is that creature holding a potted plant?
Just carrying that around.
I put it around the corner for now in a potted plant.
So you have a noble that kind of walks up to you, and she kind of like leans into you and says, "What is your friends doing back there with the ones in the robes?"
So she's talking about the ones up front,
Yes.
blocking them.
And she kind of looks at you and gives you a wink.
So,
Oh dear God!
Okay.
We're winking at the
Knifey
densest,
Kniferton made it.
we're winking at the densest amongst us.
Fuck you.
My bad. I apologize.
Oh, the weakest link here rolls an 18. I apologize.
My bad.
Is there anybody close to us besides her?
No, like
Okay.
she just so noticed that you and Nobleton over here were fighting. And since you're the only one that she can recognize, she comes up to you and is like,
Okay.
"What are your two friends doing?"
I'll briefly explain. I'll
She
just
just
say,
assumes that I'm part of it.
She can only assume since you all are being loud.
Oh, okay.
She heard your
Loud,
voice.
So,
Back up away from this bitch.
I'll just say that, there somebody sprung the code word of shit's about to get real, but
That actually
technically it wasn't, but we're still kind of, I guess, they don't like the rogue people? So, I mean, I don't know. They threw
The
a
hors
sword at me.
d'oeuvres are not agreeing with them.
They threw a sword at me. I didn't want to start fighting because there's no point right now, so I put it in the potted plant. So I don't know where we're at. I don't
She kind of
Kind of
blinks.
where we're at. I mean, that's the whole story.
She kind of blinks at you and she asks, "Was that a part of the plan?"
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
She kind of looks at you. Well, no, you're
No,
one- yeah,
The
you two
plan
are-
is fluid.
As it always is.
We called an audible.
I'll have you know that these individuals are kind of loose cannons. So
So
Some of us literally.
She
I don't
asks you
know.
to explain who is the friends and who's in the group, so she knows like who to look out for. And so she asks you, like, should I intervene with Sir Reginald or intervene? Where do you need me?
Run.
Hold this plant.
Guard my plant.
You know what? No, hold this plant. I'm gonna go up the front with them.
As a noble woman with this like dark black hair, she just kind of holds the plant. She's like, "But
Fucking
why?"
There's a fucking sword in it.
It's my bonsai tree.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is this Carrie?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
Yes.
Knifey Kniferton.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you just see this noblewoman that was talking to your friend holding a plant, and she's
I'm
just
not
like,
thinking too clearly. I'm flustered, so just like, hold this.
A lot has gone on.
she just kind of like holds the plant, and she's like, okay. Gonna set that back down in front of me, and just stand right here and wait for shit to go down.
That's generally what we do.
So
you're by wait we mean
This is
inscape,
you, right?
Do it in the middle.
Yeah.
Of the three. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
So-
back you up and say, we're having trouble, sir.
Oh no, just getting to know these rogue fellows.
I'll stay on the other side for now.
a bunch of the robed individuals start kind of going around the circle there. One of them kind of comes up to you all and says, I mean, they're going to continue to move until, like, you move in front of them. And he...
We'll stay here for now.
The one that questioned you outside looks at you and says, are you going to stop us from protecting Our Lady?
There's no need for protection here. She's under the protection of Lord Cruz.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
You want me
Crack the
to
knuckles.
roll something? Or?
and the Godfather. The Godfather is here.
Because if he ain't here, he will be. With a horse head in your carriage.
Just a straight charisma.
We'll see who the weakest link is now.
Yeah.
Oh
right.
God! Don't bring up the thorn whip.
Oh Jesus! And I have a +3 to charisma. 6.
Ooh. He just kind of chuckles at you.
Your voice squeaks.
I'm sure Lord Cruz. He just kind of chuckles a little bit. It's like, I'm sure he will do a fine job. And just kind of like looks at his men and nods to them to stop. So they all just kind of like stop right there in the middle. You come back
just like,
to...
Good choice.
You and you go up. Are you still looking like the nobleman?
Yes.
Okay. So you now come up with this.
I was this close to dropping it, but then everything kind of went south.
So you bring up the nobliest of noble
Yeah.
elves to them, and he, like, Pruse notices, like, oh, it is a pleasure to meet you, good sir. I've heard many little whispers around the room saying that you are quite the gentleman.
Well, thank you.
What
a wonderful-
assistant, the noblest of noble elves from houses on the other continent.
Because you know us elves have been around for so long, we know fine craftsmanship.
They know gems so well.
We're so old.
Some of the first gym cutters.
Yes.
Yes, it's quite a history that you all have. I'm very pleased to see you all here.
He's an Elfington, not to be confused with the Elfingtons.
Totally different lines.
Elfington.
Those Elfingtons suck.
So he brings the woman with him, of course, like, my lady, if you will, we shall show them to the jewel. And so he starts walking towards where the potted plant is.
Of course.
Lovely decor here.
So as they walk by,
Reminds me of home.
Carrie makes a comment to her. It's like, it is a pleasure to finally meet you, my lady. And she just kind of smiles and nods at her. And they walk through the door and start going off to the right, where the room right next to the dressing room is. Carrie kind of gives you two a look and is like, it's like, are you good? Are we not good?
Well, we don't know it's her.
Only I do.
Or,
Well, that's true.
yeah, he's the
And
only...
she continues to look at me and be like, Madam, can I help you with something?
No, I think you've got this under control.
I believe I do, thank you. You may go back to your cocktail drinks. God, the commoners these days.
Hey.
He's like, oh.
She's just kind of like,
you.
Just let it all go to hell in a handbasket. Then I ain't.
I'm out. She just walked off.
She walks
That's
away.
what I should have said. Like, continue watching your plan, madam.
Screw you guys.
Make sure to
I'm
water
going
it from time
home.
to time. We don't want it to rust.
She just like you can see her walk up the stairs and just sit at the second story there and just watches. She's like,
Bottle of wine.
yeah. She steals an actual bottle of wine on the way up and is like, this is. I don't know where this is going. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna stand here and wait for the shit to go.
Why did Marcus find these guys?
Like,
It's all Vale's fault.
in fact, she's probably thinking like, Vale had a point. This is ridiculous. They are her loose cannons.
They're all dumb.
So he takes you into the room, and in there it's a much smaller room than what he has at his mansion, but it does look rather fancy in this one. So like if he were to stay in this building, this would be his room.
There's M9.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is like a bedroom of sorts. It's like I said, it does look fairly fancy, but nowhere near what he has up in the mansion, of course. At a desk where there is a mirror on it, there is a rather fancy, like, jewelry box sitting on top there, which has a heart on the top of it in like a red ruby fashion. And he's like, "This shall be the placing of the heart of the desert." And he kind of looks over to the woman and is like, "If you would be so kind as to turn around, milady, I wish for this to be a surprise during the ceremony." And she just kind of like, goes like "As you wish," and like kind of turns and starts looking at the wall. It's just like, oh, okay. And he kind of like brings you too close and he opens it up and it is a topaz jewel. It's fairly big, probably like the size of your fist. That is a topaz.
Topaz.
The orange, right?
Yeah, it's like a yellowish orange.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Lord Cruz, it will take us a few moments. There's some magic involved to verify its integrity. We don't want any of the magics to accidentally hurt you or the madam.
No, we would not want
If you would like to step outside, I will bring you a writ when we are completed with the certification.
Yes, I will bring one of the guards here, so we shall be partying out there with the commoners and other nobles. You tell him when you're done, and we shall start the ceremony.
He will be outside the door.
Yes, good sir.
Great.
So you can hear him screaming out for, it's like, "Oh, excuse me, Stefan, could you please come here?" And it's the gentleman that was from the other room there, who comes over and he's just like, "Yes, my lord." He's like, "I have gone over this whole room, and there's no mouse." And he comes up to the door and he's told to stand there and wait, and he kind of looks into the door before it's shut, and he just kind of nods wearily and shuts the door behind you all. And he stands out there.
All right, we gotta find a way to get this thing out of here.
Do you think I detect magic to even see if it's
if it's
I mean, I've got a +4 to Arcana.
if it's not even magical, then it's a fake.
Yeah.
Let me see what I got here. Spells.
because what size was the one that Elfington had?
So
Not that big.
yeah, his was in like the family crest,
Yeah.
but it was like a diamond inside of it that was smaller.
And so this is a like very ornate box.
Yeah,
that
this
it's
is like
in,
I said.
right?
Yeah, it's in a jewelry box that has like a heart-shaped jewel in the front of it that's ruby. We're looking at like.
But then when you open it is when
It's like a fluffy little pillow in there that is holding a heart-shaped
What's
topaz.
the heart on the boxes?
Or it could be that this guy just loves gauding everything out.
I would like to do the Arcana
Red
check
herring.
Okay.
on. Oh come on!
It's amazing.
18.
Okay, so you look at this heart that's inside of this box. You pick it up. It's heavy, like a jewel of that size would be. You kind of like look through it and everything like that. It don't look fancy. It looks like it is a topaz, like a big topaz, but no,
no magic.
yeah, no magic, no.
How
nothing.
old? Would I be able to tell how old this jewel box is?
I mean, being Traxian and knowing jewels and such. You can tell the craftsmanship of this. It's a fairly new box. Made to fit this.
What about the little heart gem on the top?
Ain't no magic here.
There's no magic on this thing.
No.
I'll pick up the pillow.
And and when you looked at the diamond, you knew that was. Did you guys detect that was magical?
Oh yeah, we sparked some magic at it. Yeah.
Well, right, but I'm just saying it obviously was magical because maybe they don't contain magic until you put it in them. I don't know.
No, because they said they've got something in them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will take the big one and kind of with my artificer kind of see if I can see if it holds any magic, real light, not
No, it you enter in there and it kind of lights up a little bit, but it just kind of dies.
It's like a normal infusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't no fanciness in this one.
Just leave it.
It's fake as shit.
Okay. Our job is done.
So the question is, do we want to let it think it's real?
Let the party go on.
Wonder if we should ask him where he received it from. Maybe somebody swapped it out already, or they just duped this guy to dupe this guy, because he's not the smartest.
Go see if the guard will retrieve Lord Cruz.
Excuse me, Stephen, I believe.
Yes, sir.
We wish to talk to Lord Cruz in private.
I will go get him, sir.
Thank you.
Kind of walks out. You all see this guard coming out of the room at this point, and goes up to Lord Cruz and whispers to him. And Lord Cruz kind of talks to the woman. She just kind of bows a little bit and kind of starts walking back towards you all, where her people are. And she's the red one. And yes, the small teeny tiny one is Lord Cruz. Yes. So she starts moving towards you all.
So which one is this again?
That's
her.
That's her.
Okay, so whatever she's.
Question: does she use an iPhone or an Android?
Android.
Okay, that gives me all the information I need.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the Lord comes in there and he's like, "Oh, that took a little less time than I was anticipating. You all must be quite good."
Oh, of course, we're from the guild. I mean, how else would we be? Who presented this gem to you, good sir? We need it for the writ.
Why, one of my men had found it in the desert and brought it back and was told that, of course, it could be none other than the heart of the desert. I mean, look at it.
It's quite mystical. Yes.
You can feel the desert instant.
We like to track the history, so can you provide us his name so we can just just put it in our records so we have an ongoing history of it. Because as you know, this gem has been lost many times. We like to preserve the history.
Makes it worth more, makes it more valuable.
But everything checks out on it quite well.
We reported back to Lord Sotheby.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's I believe it was my assistant, Christoph, that said that they found it in the desert, cleaned it up, and brought it to me. And just from where it came from, they weren't sure. Of course, there's bandits all out there. They could have possibly dropped it and not known what it was.
Yes,
But-
indubitably.
It's
Yes.
my gentleman Christoph was the one that brought it in and said it could be no other.
This Christoph is a very good man.
Oh yes, he's been with me since I was a child.
Yes, well, I'll tell you, just paper scribble some random crap on it. Heart of the desert, blah, 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 blah.
Scribble, scribble, scribble.
Yep, scribble, scribble,
It's your
scribble.
certificate of authenticity.
We will take a copy back for Lord Sotheby, so it can be put in the records.
So it is what they say it is.
Oh, but of course! And I'll pop one of my, light infusions on it.
It lights up and he's like, "Oh, I could feel the heat of the desert. Of course it is the right one."
Yes, it is. Now, it will not always glow, just, on occasion. It's whenever the heat hits it just right.
So my lady will be so happy to know that we have found it.
Yes, she will.
She'll be something.
But keep it in the box. Keep it in the box or the light will fade.
Oh, but of course it was made specifically to hold this one.
I can tell. Fine craftsmanship there. Looks like it came out of a unicorn's ass.
I don't
Which
know.
in my country is a compliment.
Your country is very strange indeed, but I'll take it.
You have no idea. We have a place called the Sword Coast, and there are no swords on that coast. Just sand.
But
and
sometimes
water.
there are swords in trees.
Yes. It's very odd. Potted plants.
Very.
Just sprout trees out of nowhere. It's the craziest. I think you had one imported. I saw it out in the courtyard.
I let my people buy those things at the market, so...
Your people treat you very well.
Very well indeed, yes.
They respect you quite a bit.
Yes.
He is glowing at this point, and he is super ecstatic now to find out that this is the true heart of the desert. And he's like, well then, I shall go tell my people that the ceremony may commence.
Please do, and if you come in contact with the Brays, tell them Traction Cade said hello. They're very fine people indeed, very fine.
Oh, well, I shall do that. You all have done a wonderful job.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Good family friends.
So he walks out the door, tells the guard, it's like, you may stay here and make sure that it is well taken care of. He's like, oh, my lord. And he walks back out. Now,
And then should we make this more interesting and steal it? And to make it even funner, or just let him give it to her?
Yeah, let him give it to her.
Okay.
It's a little bit.
so while they are having a nice little conversation with the Lord, the lady walks up to you all, and she's like, I don't believe we've met yet.
Oh, how lovely to meet you. I am Sir Reginald of Barora.
Oh yes, Barora. I've not been there myself. I'm from Dugrosk. We don't quite travel as much, but I've heard it's a wonderful place full of technology.
It is. And may I comment on your great beauty?
It's like, oh, she kind of blushes. It's like, sure. It's like, thank you very much for that. I'm just a small little princess from the Dugrosk.
Yes, I find that interesting that your coloration doesn't seem to match that of the other ladies of Degrasse, I've noticed.
Well, my mother was half Ashvillian, if you will, and it's like I've got my blonde hair from her. Of course, it was a little hard growing up, being a little different, but I made through.
I see. Well, I certainly hope you enjoy the ceremony tonight.
Oh yes, I told the Lord that I didn't need such a grand thing, just something for me to wear to show that he loves me, and this is more than what I would expect from him.
I see. And the robes your attendants wear, they're quite striking.
Oh yes, that color is of our hometown. It's a dark burgundy up there. It's like we wear it proudly to show where we're from, because not many people make it out of Dugrosk.
A whole town of people in those robes, you say?
So yes, we chose those colors to show our pride here in Paraloma.
Perhaps myself and my companions will have to visit someday.
Oh, you would love it. It snows all the time there. It's always a beautiful sheet of white up there.
What color are her eyes?
Hazel.
Hazel.
Okay.
So, is she hanging around or does she walk off somewhere else?
Oh, she's staying close to her people because she doesn't have her lord there to...
So, I'm going to
Did
lean
she
over.
happen to mention what the name of her town in Degrasse is?
She didn't.
No, she
Or what region of
So,
Degrasse that she
by
is
the way,
from?
if you guys... Will I be able to say something gently to these two without anybody else hearing?
I mean, it's still like people are trying to come up and talk to her, so there's a lot of noise going on.
I'll mention to both of you that some of the books I've read so far, people of the North, yes, all the books I've read. I'll have you know, I've read a lot of books at this point.
I don't think he's laughing at you.
2 books, that's a lot.
And they all had pictures.
And I colored in all the lines.
They all have blue eyes.
Oh, blue eyes.
The Northerners. The Northerners and the people from the snow, blue eyes are the most common. Brown is not a color that usually ever comes from the north.
My brother should make a picture of a dove walking around with like a little strap on it.
Well,
Well then,
Oh, you don't even consider it a warning.
Torture pigeon.
Consider it.
That's definitely a warning.
Mm-hmm.
Now the pigeons are getting.
The government are strapping
That's right.
strapping them up.
Birds aren't real.
Nope. Charging power lines.
Birdsaren'treal.com. So, she's now kind of talking and mingling with other people who come up to her and whatnot. Lord Cruz starts walking out, and you can see he is just super static. And he walks up to the group, and he kind of makes some small talk to the people that are around her and things like that. And he walks past you all, and he introduces himself to them as like, I hope you will find Bariloma home away from home here. And they just all kind of bow and say, it's like, wherever our princess goes, we go. And kind of takes her arm once again and leads her to the middle of the room. And he's like, my lords, my ladies, all the friends who are here, it is time to begin the ceremony of the heart of the desert. Everybody is just kind of like, the light that's like inside of the chandelier goes out.
Where are you guys at?
I guess we're still in the room.
I'm not actually at the party at the moment. I have walked out.
Okay, you walked out. Well, I mean, guess because he came back out after you guys quote unquote verified it, so you can be wherever you want.
Yeah, so like
So you walked out. Where did you go?
I like left the party.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
he's
Oh.
out.
And then where did you go? Did you give us any idea why, or just literally walked out?
No, he literally walked out.
Okay.
The guard is standing outside of the door at this point.
what about you, Zinch?
Has somebody came to get the jewel?
Not yet.
Yes, I'll just. I will stand by the potted plant.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice plant you got there.
Homegrown.
Watch out, has some
Can I
thorns.
catch Carrie's eye?
Oh, she's upstairs.
So she's on the second floor.
She's like, I'm
balcony,
done.
Just watching you all, just like, I'm just waiting for y'all to tell me what you need from me. So yeah, she catches your eye.
You know what?
No.
I will walk up and stand next to Carrie and relay like
Okay.
that it's a fake and things are about to get very interesting. Probably.
I'm going to stand by my potted plant.
Okay.
That's where my sword is.
And you're gonna look up at her and nod.
Yeah, just kind of nod to be
Okay.
ready.
You just let me know when the second part occurs of that.
Okay.
I feel like you just got a bunch of messages from like 30 days before. I got no one likes to let each other know what's going on.
It makes it funner.
It does. It does.
It's
Okay.
easier to try not have to
That's
try
why I
to-
should have done what I told you. Just make it even more interesting.
That would have been hilarious.
All right. I see yours. You messaged as well.
I sent you a text.
Okay.
Yes.
I only see the last one.
Okay, hold on. I think it's the same thing. That one.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So,
What is gonna? Yeah, I was gonna say, what is the order in all this?
This is gonna be good. That's why you send everything to the DM. You let the DM decide what the order
I'm
of how
sorry,
things are
like,
gonna
see,
occur.
every time you mention that, it, like, I just, it looks a specific way in my brain, and I'll tell you after it happens.
Okay.
So I'm just standing by my pot plant.
Okay.
I'm still waiting until I need to bust out minis because something tells me something bad's gonna happen.
So Carrie kind of looks off to you, and she's like, after telling her everything, she just kind of sighs and puts her head on the railing. Is like, so what are we doing?
I don't know. I'll be blunt.
I'll look up at you and
We
it's like,
play it by ear.
I'm gonna look at you both and be like, sword and potted plant.
It's holding the plant.
No, I'm not holding plant. I'm just like,
It's like,
here's the plant. I'm like, I'm waiting to get the okay.
lean over. He's like, plant have something besides the sword sticking out.
No, that as far as I know.
Okay. So
Medicinal use.
And my cohort that was with me, I don't know where he went.
So one of you is missing. We don't know why.
Shocker.
But at this point, I don't know which one. If one of us is missing, what would be the worst outcome? Because it all could just go downhill.
Or the night before.
Chaos is a ladder.
Sometimes you go up a rung, sometimes you fall down.
Let's just say this is going to be quite a party,
So
probably.
you will see your female DeGrasse associate walking away from. The
I still don't know. I probably wouldn't know.
No, you would not know that whole time. But you see the same woman who's strutting it down there, walking back into another area, while you've got Reginald and you're next to the potted plant, right? You're still next to the people.
Yes, I'm staying close to the cultists.
Okay. So, good God. Everybody's split the party.
Yep.
So,
5-way split. But we're at least all in the same room, kind of.
No.
Area.
This is now 5 solo games.
We're in the same city at this point.
yes, you are in the same city.
Same zip code.
Yeah. So, okay. So, the gentleman walks back after saying that it may commence. So the lights go out in the chandelier, and the lights down on the first floor light up a little bit brighter, and it gets kind of like that romantic look to it. They all use kind of like that fairy fire to make them different colors of pink and red. And someone or two gentlemen walk into the back. They walk into the back. You can see them going into the room that was next to the ladies' room. The guard kind of nods, opens the door, and they go in and get the box. I'm assuming you're going to just strut out from that point. When would you like to walk in?
Does Carrie still have the bottle that she took? I
Yes.
just take it.
No,
This is going to be good.
I'm nonchalantly just intermingling myself back as the gnome
Okay.
into the crowd.
So you now
The
see,
dress just drops somewhere and gnome comes walking out.
you all now see your gnome friend walking out instead of the female.
I just nudge Carrie. I'm like, oh, this is where it'll get good, probably.
So you guys get to watch the fun go down.
Oh yeah.
It's like you see your gnome friend walking past your potted plant,
Let's come and do this.
and walk back into the fray. So, is there any in particular moment you would like for yours, or
Whatever works best for you.
cool? So,
I presume the announcer guy is still there.
yes, the announcer guy is still there. So, these two gentlemen start coming out. They're standing at the doorway. The Lord is making a big announcement of like love. Is like, from the moment that I saw you, I loved you at first sight. And she's just kind of standing there, very uncomfortable with all the eyes on her in the middle of the room. The gentleman that's at the door that makes his announcements kind of looks at a new individual that you all recognize as Coden and waits for the speech. And then
I nudge her. Oh, this is where it gets real good.
he kind of taps in between one of the breaks of the Lord, and he's like, Master, would you like to use the last name?
Use the, whatever the other last name is, the uncle's last name.
Bane?
Yes.
Sir Coden Bane of Barora. Fashionably late.
As always.
And they all are just kind of like, good people, and there's stuff going on, and he's like, oh, welcome, good sir. So, as I was saying, you asked for a present of our love, and I shall give you this present of our love.
I just laugh.
She steals the bottle back and is like, Jesus Christ. And just drinking back and forth is like, would you please bring out the heart of the desert? And the orchestra like kind of plays this slow song in the back, and everybody's like murmuring to each other. Is like, is this really it? Like, is he really there? Like, is this actually gonna happen? Like, where are they gonna really present this thing? And these two guards kind of walk out with this box, and they go to one knee and they open it up. And
As soon as they open it, I'm going to use the infusion that I put in and make it glow like super bright.
cool. So as soon as the box opens, it's like the candlelight is hitting it ever so beautifully, and it just like shines this yellowish light inside of the box. Everyone around the room is just like, "Ooh," is like, could it really be? And things of that nature. And then you hear, "Caw!"
Oh, this is really good.
Lord Steven Seagal!
And you all see this bird just come out of nowhere, sitting on the second floor on the railing, and like as soon as that thing starts shining, it's like it looks at you all like, let's go, and just dips down and just like it grabs it. It kind of struggles with the weight of the bird from the actual heart itself, but it makes its way like back up onto the second floor balcony and just like and just takes off. And everybody's like, and you see the Lord like seize that bird! My beautiful diamond!
Cohen would just like to put his face in his hand and just start shaking it back and forth like, no.
It's like all these like guards come from like everywhere. The people in robes start kind of like moving around the area, and they're all coming up the second floor trying to get this bird of yours. And now it has the heart of the desert.
Do I see the gnome anywhere that I can get to?
Oh yeah, the gnome is like out in the middle, like watching this all go down as well.
I would like to go up to our little gnome friend and be like, you know it's fake, right?
No.
Yeah, it's totally fake.
Hey, Carrie, watch this.
Just have him drop it. I'm really high.
Oh. Whatever.
So all right, so right outside, like it's open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fly straight up, drop that thing.
I make it glow as bright as I possibly can, so that it like blinds people as they stare up at it.
Did you all tell Carrie it was a fake?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. I was like,
I was gonna say, she'd be like
60-foot flying speed. So
She's gonna be like jumping in the air to get that thing.
No, I let her know.
Okay, so she's watching this bird go up as well, and everything is kind of just like stopped.
I don't know. I'm running around. I'm looking for like a bow or something. I'm just like, ah!
You're just throwing silverware. That's not all you can do. No better knives.
Are you trying to hit the heart?
No.
Okay.
No. He was like, get the bird.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the bird.
Okay. The bird just swoops out of the way of anything that is being thrown at it, but it's completely silent down at the bottom here. They're all just like waiting, like, what is this bird gonna do? And you see one of the robed people kind of like
Where? Go ahead.
out a fireball at the bird, and it's still like chipping and dodging, and just drops it.
All right. I attempt to catch the gem.
Okay.
I don't know it's not real.
I didn't know either. That's why I was taking it.
Nobody told me that yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to attempt to catch the gem as it comes down.
Dexterity, sir.
Hold on. I'm sending something to Steven as I see him start running across the room. I'm sending something to Steven to dive bomb his face.
I mean,
Distraction.
The gem's going to fall a lot faster than a bird can.
Okay, so
So dexterity.
I don't know.
I guess dexterity for both of you.
So dexterity. Oh, that's having
Oh no.
So that's going to be a 5.
I rolled a 19 plus whatever the bird's dexterity is.
So you go running out to catch this thing.
Hit a
And
bird.
like slow motion, everybody is looking at you like, is he gonna make it? And then this bird just comes and
My body breaks a fall.
like you keep going.
Does Jim fall on me?
No, you keep going, but this bird just like smacks you in the face, and you're just like flying. So you pass the point of where it's gonna fall because you got this bird in your face, and like you run.
It's like an alien face hugger on you, right?
You run into Sir Reginald over here.
Oh,
Whatever it cracks.
I'm just standing here.
I'm gonna make this chandelier.
And the heart just.
Wait. Right before it hits, I cast darkness on it. So
Now
there's
I'm
a
also blind because of stupid birds in my face. and
I like that. I see where you're going with that.
All right, how much of a like?
I think it's like a 15-foot radius.
Let me ask. It's a question about reaction time.
Okay.
Knowing magic, would I be able to see once he's cast it and cast something else
15
barely like a second after it?
15 feet radius.
Yeah, so it's gonna hit, and there's gonna be.
It's okay when it hits. I will kind of want to do it as it hits.
Okay, so like it's probably like a foot away from the ground when she casts darkness.
Darkness
Okay.
on the gym. So the gym radiates a 15-foot.
Okay, so like
I'm being attacked by a bird. I'm blind.
the darkness kind of falls a foot onto the ground and then kind of like bounces a bit, but it is complete and utter darkness.
Did you command him to catch?
When it hits the ground,
Just keep the roll CP.
I would like to
Go-
cast
see if I can-
Shatter at it or on it
He was just
as the point of
Oh, I was
impact.
distracted. I didn't know if
Oh,
it
okay.
attacked me.
So Shatter has now been cast on the blindness or the darkness.
Cast Shatter?
Yes.
Holy sh- Oh my god.
Hey, we're making it look like this thing was legit.
He has
much as we
magic missile
can.
in the darkness.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Alright, so I'm within that range. I'm assuming this is right. The gym's probably like here. I would be here. You said just past it.
Yeah.
So,
You're blindly.
is that the girl?
Yes.
Oh,
shit!
You ran into the princess.
No, not that. She's within a 15-foot radius.
That's okay. It's only
you
10 foot.
also like bombed her.
10 foot? Oh, okay.
You probably knocked her
So
out.
you and Reginald and the princess are now kind of like in this
Entangled up
in this darkness ball. And so you cast Shatter on it.
And it's a non-magical object, correct?
Yeah.
It takes 19 damage.
Oh, it shatters.
And then as soon as it shatters, I drop
What's
darkness.
The, you gotta, what's the
I want
number
to
have
cast
to be?
mold
Nine-
earth
It's
underneath of
just
where it was
19 damage
landing
on it. It doesn't get
For
a
me,
save.
to make a
It's,
crater.
it's only 10 foot. So you guys are outside it. Oh, I thought you said you were 15 feet.
No. Like I said,
Oh,
she said,
concept.
She said I just missed it because it was right here, 5 foot away.
Oh, so concept.
Yeah, what is this?
My DC is 15.
It'd be disadvantaged because you're blind.
No, because it's just concept.
Oh, okay.
14. Dang it. Oh well. So 19 damage.
Mhm.
Does the princess take
Yeah,
shit?
like-
No.
I thought you said she was 15.
So she's right there with them, and so like.
Wouldn't he run into her and knock her?
Knock her out of the way.
Sure, but then if it hit him, wouldn't she be close enough to be hit by that too?
But she'd be going away from the shatter.
Yeah, when he hit her,
True.
she would.
His body absorbed the force.
I'd say I couldn't save the gym, but I could save her.
That's
there
right.
we go.
See?
He's
So
like,
he hits her, she hits you, and so you all just kind of like tumble forward, well backwards for you, and he goes forward. And like when the darkness leaves, there is a crater inside. Like there is just like stone and dirt and everything, just where this thing landed in the middle. And the Lord is like, "Ah! My precious!" And the woman at this point, the princess, like looks at you all, gives you the dirtiest looks, like deathliest look, and says, "Get your filthy hands off of me," and stands up away from it, and then that drops real quick, and she looks just like the innocent girl again, and she's like, oh my lord, it's okay, And she goes up and kind of like starts looking at the pieces of this thing that are in the middle, and he's like, "But my beautiful jewel, my present!" And everyone around here is just incredibly dead silent. They are like,
Well, who would have heard the charade drop? That because
I think it only would have been those two.
yeah.
Okay.
It would've been
When
those two
she
that-
changed her tone.
Yeah, 'cause
and-
we wouldn't.
yeah, I'm too far away.
So
Oh yeah, because you.
We were all close enough for our shenanigans. That was about
So
it.
you're gnome form. At that
Ah, it's the darkness again.
So okay, so I will be getting up.
Did you hear that? I did. And I will stand up and say, "My Lord Cruz."
he's just standing. He's like,
I just lean over to Carrie. I'm like, I didn't know if that would actually work.
and she asks, he's like, "Was that in the plan?"
Did I?
Not really.
I was literally a clustering of seeing it flying away to
I
the
would've
darkness to break
I would
it.
have seen that's that seagull, right?
I was
Yeah,
totally
yeah, yeah.
taken.
It was a-
I didn't know it wasn't real.
So as I'm getting up, by the way,
Yeah, no, makes sense.
as
Because we don't want to give them to these burgundy people.
Alex, as I'm getting up, I'm like flipping you off
So
because this whole one thing was a mess, and now I hurt. I don't know who did it. I have no idea who did it.
as I'm standing up, I'll say, "My Lord Cruz, as you know, I have certain agents that work for me.
It was you!
He's just like silent right now, just like
I'm gonna
listening.
Just looking at me. It has come to my attention that these men with your bride are cultists.
You're doing this very loudly too.
I am very loudly.
You see Carrie kind of like straighten up, and she's like, "Oh shit."
I just like, oh no, this will be good.
Should we start walking through the stairs, or
You do what you want.
I
she starts
suspect,
making her way to the stairs?
I suspect, my lord, that these men are behind what just occurred here. These men who posed as the protectors of your beautiful wife came here to sabotage your marriage. And I suspect to kill her.
Performance or deception?
By the way, I also
use.
use my second wind to just heal right now.
Okay.
So
I kind of want to assist him, but I don't know how to interject.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh,
I'm just a local cult hero.
13.
I
Okay.
just won an eating contest.
He.
Where's the food? What's for dessert?
Where's the food?
You're going to roll for it?
Yeah. Like the one dude's like, "So is the food gonna get here?" Natural one.
Woo! Okay. He's mad enough to believe pretty much the first thing that anybody would tell him.
That's what I was thinking.
I
He's
like
so
it.
mad.
I like it.
So he kind of looks past you and to the robed people in the back who are trying to spread out, and the one that like was talking to you all stops, and he just goes, "What?"
While I'm near one of the cultists, I guess the closest one to me, as I'm getting up, I look pissed and I say, "Did one of you do that?"
That's right, because they wouldn't know what's
I'm gonna get really.
I don't know it was you.
I'm gonna get like I'm 6'9". I'm right.
You all
up
would
to
know
one of these
that.
cultists.
But I know something's
Like,
up.
I didn't
and
know they were going to do that. I was going to drop the thing, have it shatter, and then make like a crater. But
Have they ever seen Lord? Yeah, you saw him on the island. That's right. Or not on the island, on the.
So I get
off
up
the
right
road.
up
That's
like.
I know they're
looking
cultists,
down.
and I know something's up, so I'm just making the
No, I like it.
best
I
of-
like it.
The one that
especially
you
after
get
you
up in the
finally
face
told
of.
me that it wasn't real.
Just what about?
I thought I was doing a good thing.
The one you get up in the face of, he kind of tries to like back away. 'Cause
Remember, chaos is a ladder.
Your face is in his. He's like, that's
We climbed a lot of
preposterous. Why would we
rungs.
kill her? Or why would we want to be killing her? It's like, she's one of ours.
Do I hear this? Am I close enough to hear all this?
Oh yeah, you walked in the
So she's a
Like-
cultist too?
Walk up and be
From
like,
the second
From the
floor.
second
be
floor?
like Lord Cruz, Coden Bane, actually Coden Bray. I have seen these gentlemen wreak havoc on my factories with the same robe, so I am leaning towards, I would believe, Sir Reginald on this.
Go stones quickly!
I'll just be like,
I'll just nod at you.
These robed figures are now starting to look at each other like, and they kind of look at her, and the woman just kind of has this look of just like, oh, to them.
goodness, no!
Oh my goodness! Carrie starts making her way down the steps and like walks up to.
Like, how much of a drop from the second floor to the?
It's probably about a good 10 feet.
So, I'm just gonna be waiting outside.
Okay.
All right. So, are the guards moving to capture them?
So they haven't even entered the room yet.
They're slow
there's
guards.
2 from the door, and then there's like the 2 that had had the box in there, and then the one that was back there. But the rest of them have not come in yet.
Okay. Depending on the energy of the room, if the guards are in fighting mode or like they're capturing, I'm just gonna grab the nearest cultist by the rope.
Dearest potted plant. Oh, it's the wrong one.
Just pull out like a whole bush. Oh.
I'm probably not thinking too sanely right now. I'm pissed. I took about a good third of my health in one spell, so I am about to crush somebody's throat.
It's like the one.
I don't have a sword on me.
The one in the lead.
That's your fault.
I tried to give you a sword.
I can't hide a long sword without a sheath or anything.
The one in the front that has been talking was in your face. At this point, kind of looks at the woman, like I said, and she just has this like gasped look. And he just goes, fire! And you see these little fireballs kind of go for the 2 guards that have.
So, did he cast fire?
No.
I'm gonna pop
Okay.
my signet ring. I get one of my second level spell slots back.
If he does anything, I'm gonna immediately go for his throat.
Nice little infusion.
Pin him against the wall to kind of, I guess, keep him where he can't move.
Well, he says fire. 2 of the others that are around the area, 2 of the 10, throw a fireball and hit the guards that are holding the box. That
Real
are still
fireball?
yeah.
Oh man, here goes the room.
Well, no, not like an actually 25
firebolt?
foot.
Fireball.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, holy shit.
Yeah, no, not an actually.
Yeah, when I got dropped a fireball to get a bird, I'm like, oh man, that's a little overkill.
That's kind of
No, so firebolt to the 2 guards that were starting to get up with the box in hand, and they go back down, and you see this nice little like burnt hole in their chests.
So they had the box?
Yeah, they had the box that it was in because they were leaning
in.
down to give it to their lord, and then the bird came and was like,
Lord Steven Seagal!
so.
Party went afoul.
So you push him back into the wall. And what did you say you wanted to do to him?
I'm just gonna try to grapple and restrain him, so like tie him up if I can, or whatever I can do.
Roll initiative.
Yes!
Try to keep him from doing any spells or anything if I can help it.
Come on!
21.
3.
19.
You guys are gonna like the new look of the gun. Got a slight change to it.
Nice.
A little one.
What is it got?
It's got a little bit of a change to it.
May I see the box?
Oh, there's another box getting out. Uh-oh.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I know that movie, but I've never watched it.
Ah, it's
I know
So
it
good. So good.
By the way, if you don't like games that play psychological tricks on your mind, do not play Setsuna's Sacrifice.
Oh, dude.
I had
How many
to
cultists do you
limit
need?
myself to 1 hour at a time. Sarah wanted me to play it, and I was like, no, I don't like. She's like, come on, I need somebody to
No,
play it.
I read about it and I was like, I will not be playing this game.
So-
Very good game.
Played it and then saw how they did like all the effects and everything. So when they
Yeah.
do all the effects that are like you can hear them circling you, they have this weird microphone that has like ears like in different degrees, like all the way around the microphone, like going up like a foot. And they have 3 people just circle around it, like doing the whispers and everything. Oh my gosh, my brain was just like,
yeah. No, I read that and was like, no, no.
oh dude, it was crazy.
I will not be playing
Then
this.
the second one is in development.
Oh yeah, which they're doing the same thing with it. I mean,
Well, it didn't come out yet, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Patrick, what did you roll?
21.
Nate.
17.
Nathan.
19.
Mike.
3.
Alex.
10.
Coden was late to the party.
He's soaking in all the chaos.
That's
right.
right.
Now.
Loving it. Did you roll a 3 also?
I rolled a 1.
Yay!
2 in
Wow.
a row.
What are you summoning an army?
Just dumps the
Is
box
this
on
your
the
new
table.
thing? Okay.
It's called Overrun. It takes 4 colorless mana and 3 green.
Oh, we wanted to have a necrodancy party.
I was trying to.
I see skeletons.
And the problem is, I need to get a lot of models.
You need skeletons?
No, I was just trying to get things that would look. Oh, never mind. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, those are the cultists.
I was trying to get something that would stand out and be different.
That's why I wanted the.
You said they're in a half
Because
circle.
I was trying not to make everything get all
Yeah, they're
confusing.
going around the room.
And where's the leader? The one that I'm choking currently.
I mean, pick or choose, whichever one you want.
I just didn't know if he had
One
a
of them that
particular.
looks a little different, maybe.
Well, I didn't know where if he wanted to be positioned. If you wanted him positioned somewhere else.
Just up against the wall where you are.
It's getting hot.
Bump me against the wall.
Now I just feel like we're just fighting Draugr.
So first he came up, so.
I'll say this is probably that's a good position for the leader. He looks
Good
a little
night. That's a lot of them.
Yeah, it is. Especially if they're well. I'm glad this we've just clarified it's not fireball. I was getting a little worried. All right, so
Yeah, you have another shatter lined up.
I might.
preferably not on me.
Can't.
I'm okay for now. I'm 41 out of 52 health points after my. I have no heal though. I used my.
I thought you two had all those healing potions.
No,
I've got healing potions, and I've also got healing word and cure wounds. And
No, I've got one potion. I didn't.
I do not have the magic healy parts.
I took some healing spells.
I don't think I even learned. I think I can pick up lesser restoration. I can't pick up any actual healing spells. There's just too many.
So you're out here.
Yeah, I'm.
Backstab.
I didn't know if she was gonna make a run for it. That's.
Just peek around the door. Just because they won't see you.
Okay. So, Patrick, you are first.
Well, when I jumped down, I got rid of the disguise self, so I'm back to normal. I will hear all the commotion,
Where? So
and he's getting stabbed.
where's the girl at now?
Where did she's in the middle there still. Like, after she got up, she started walking towards
Okay.
Lord Cruz. So,
And then which one's this?
20,
Me.
that's the
Okay,
one.
let's see.
21 hit.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No,
That's me.
Yeah, that's Nate.
Yeah.
She is, that's the woman.
Okay, then who's this?
That's the
Oh,
Lord.
oh, yeah.
Lord.
So they're in the middle. Both of them are in the middle.
21 hit.
Yes.
And then you guys decide where you're gonna be. Is that where you all want to be right now?
I'm good right where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm fine where I am.
8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 19.
Okay.
I'll just stay here.
Alright, so with that, it is Nathan.
Okay. I'm going to do whatever it takes to essentially try to restrain this person to where they can't.
It's going to be a
do much.
strain.
So, and eventually, I'm wanting to not have to stay with them. So, if I can restrain them with something, straight strength roll. 14. Oh, no. 17, actually.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. Natural 1, so he is pinned to the wall.
So,
Like, taking it back here.
okay, I'm also going to do an action surge. If that's the case, I'm going to begin stabbing him with my dagger. I think it would be.
It's a D4.
Yeah, I'm thinking actually that or my dragon breath. I can just burn him to death. I'm pissed. I'm going to use my dragon breath. So, since he's pinned, right, he can't make a saving throw like a dex.
No, right now he is pinned by your hands.
I'm going to try to burn his face off. So. Ooh, all right. 6. 1. That's even. 6, 9, 10. So 10 damage, 10 fire damage.
Okay.
Right, this face.
What you looking for?
Nate.
I'm going to use a bonus action to wild shape into a lion.
Which one are you looking for?
Nice. And then
I've got a few. Which one are you looking for?
I think it's Tomb of Annihilation.
I do not have
I'm
that
going
one.
to use Pounce. Because I think I got 20 feet to move here. Yeah, I'll attack this one. And use Pounce, so I'm attacking with a claw attack.
Okay.
And I'm +5 to hit. Okay. 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
And which one are you hitting?
This guy right here.
Okay.
And let me get a D6 out. So 5 slashing damage. And he must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
I was trying to heal him.
Also, I didn't need to use my action surge. I've got an extra attack I forgot about.
Okay.
I still have that.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so he's not prone.
Okay. If you could, yes, please. Alright. He's kind of taken aback by the fact that this giant lion has now appeared before him, and he gets smacked.
So hang on, we just added to the legend of Reginald. Reginald turned into a lion.
Oh man.
All these nobles are like screaming, trying to get out between like the things and whatnot, because all this is going on, and all they see is Reginald turn into a lion, and they're like, "It's real."
The stories, they're real.
The stories are real.
He's a monster.
Okay, Alex.
I think I'm only gonna let people see Reginald turn into a lion. It's like he has a very specific power.
So I dropped the whole gnome and just turned straight up into an
Oliphant.
elephant.
Okay.
And then I just say, I don't know, say something stupid like, "Come forth, my pretties." And
You're gonna thorn with them?
no, I summoned 8 velociraptors.
8 velociraptors? Jesus!
So many memes in my head right now.
Clever
Oh,
girl.
girl, clever girl.
Jesus.
Hey, the cavalry's here. Thanks. I was getting a little worried.
What power is that?
All these things on the map right now are ridiculous.
What is that?
Just summon animal.
Okay.
Like all your spell slots to do it.
No, just one.
Dear God. Okay.
Are they like not very healthy or anything? They just there's just a lot of
They're
them.
small chickens.
Yeah, they're small. They're small chickens.
Small velociraptor chickens.
So I don't have the actual Tomb of Annihilation with me. I should have, but I cannot find the actual. Cannot find that
Stats.
the stat line for them on that. But
Velociraptor.
there is a
You know what their challenge
Velociraptor.
rating is?
There's a quarter.
Jurassic Park.
And they just come out of this like teleporter.
Yeah, they're challenge. They're CR 1/4.
Okay.
Get a bunch of those guys though.
Yep. So they're all going to try to bite. They got pack tactics. I do know that. So they're all going to get
Don't have
advantage.
a card for a Velociraptor.
Can I borrow a D20? Sure. So the first one is going to be a 24 on that guy on the far left.
Okay.
Your left?
Nope, over there. The second one. Oh. That's going to be a 15 on
Yes.
that guy. Okay.
Point out which one again first?
Okay. That was both against the first guy.
Yeah.
Now these next two are against the second guy.
Okay. So this is perfect on that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
No.
both of those hit.
That one's a 21.
Hits.
And then a 19.
Hits.
And then we'll start this way. It's a 21. That's going to be at least a 23.
Yep.
Yep.
Is it all this
no,
one or you move it down?
probably going to just move straight down on this
Okay.
one. What's that one up there? 16. And then 15.
Are you attacking mine or still this one?
Huh?
Attacking that one for the last
I'll
roll?
take the same one.
Going down the line.
Yeah, just go straight down the line on that one. So they all hit.
Yep.
Okay. It's a lot of D8s. Can I borrow a D8? Oh wait, I guess I need to do them separately. So the first two guys over there, he only took 2 damage. Oh no, wait, it's 2 plus 8 total on the first guy over there.
It died.
Ooh, max damage on that one.
The balance.
16, 19, 22 on the second guy.
Okay.
First guy, 8. Second guy, that's plus 3. Come on, 11 on the second guy. Third guy, 11. On the fourth guy, 9. I'm done now.
Summon 8 freaking. Wow.
Okay. Now there's Velociraptors, and they're all a little confused here. Mike, you all now see Velociraptors.
Velocifactors. Remember, they said had her way with her.
So as my action, I will summon.
There's been enough summoning going on.
I will summon the Eldritch Cannon, a small Eldritch Cannon, which will crawl over to here and just post up.
All right.
Okay.
You all have not seen this one before. It looks different.
I don't see squat yet.
And then I will draw my my firearm,
Okay.
which also looks different. Has like a weird. In modern terms, it would look like a suppressor, but it's made out of wood.
Okay.
And it has sigils on it. So that will be the end of my turn.
Okay.
More of a deep sound. Of wood.
That blue D6 is his Eldritch Cannon hammer.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So now it's their turns.
I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of stabby stabs.
No.
Or a lot of hurdy hurts.
Or a lot of surrendering.
I'm wondering if there's some other tabletop games that do something like this, but we're certain. I guess it's just balanced on how much health they have, but like certain things you do should instantly kill some beings.
Alright, so these two on the very end here are going to attack. One rolled a 10 to your Velociraptor.
No.
Cool. The other one rolled a 21.
Yup.
Alright. That is. 10 points of firebolt damage.
Okay.
Okay. The third one in line there gets up from being prone.
Okay.
And that's his movement there.
Okay.
Then the next two. Woo! They're going to move towards. Oh boy. So many things on the board now.
Yeah.
Wait. Move.
Does that one take a time of
yeah, that's
opportunity
where
for
you
moving
are.
away from me?
Yes, I did see there, so yes.
Reginald backhands him.
Back paw.
Back paw. Does like a mule kick.
So let's see. Do I get to choose which of my attacks I use, or is it just?
Yeah, it's like you're.
I'll use the bite attack.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
Just misses.
Ah. Say Livy.
Alright, so the one is going to turn around and go for you. The other one dodges your paw and goes for the Lord himself.
Oh.
And then we'll go with the other one that you attacked, Patrick, is going to turn around and go for you too.
Okay.
So, yellow is the Lord, and then the pink and the blue are the other two. So, oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. The Lord gets hit.
Do you get critted?
No, but you did.
No.
I rolled a 19 and a 20 for the other two.
That's fine.
Balance of the universe.
Literally rolled 18, 19, 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this the Amber Hall?
Takes care of those 3 ones.
It's the amber ball now.
It's like I just paid so much attention to like doing this masquerade that it's like we shall reward you.
Yeah.
All right, so the first one lays burning hands on the Lord.
Oh, actually, isn't Burning Hands a like a fan?
A fan?
Doesn't it go out like a 15-foot cone or something like that? Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking cone of cold.
Well, there's
I'm thinking Burning
I
Hands.
thought Burning Hands was an area.
No, I think burning hands. It turns your hands to fire, and when you hit things or touch things with it, it adds fire damage.
I could be wrong, but I think it's a touch spell.
Couldn't tell you that I've ever cast Burning Hands. So
I'm checking my spell.
I had it as amorous, and I'm wanting to say it was.
So you can't ever say you're about to catch these hot hands.
Oh my god.
Burning Hands. 15-foot cone.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I'm saying that because I'm right
man
behind
knows
him.
his-
I'm saying that because I'm right behind him, and I'm like I feel fairly certain that I would get hit by that.
I mean,
As I believe I would as well.
Yeah, so there's a 15-foot cone.
So I wanted to be totally fair in what was about to happen.
Alright, so for first level,
deck save.
I'm an elephant on my deck.
Ooh.
so it's 12 points of damage for those who,
What's the saving throw?
Saving throws dex.
It's a dex, I assume.
yeah, so you gotta beat a 14.
Oh.
I'd have to roll a 15 just to like hit it. No, I rolled a 6.
Okay, what did you roll?
6.
Okay. So the Lord is just like, no! Puts his hands out and like only gets half the damage. He rolled a natural 20.
I refuse.
I shall not burn.
It's his red hair.
My love is burning.
It's his red hair.
It's his red hair.
The rest of us, apparently.
It like went
behind him, and we got hit.
Oh, we got hit with
He
it.
put something up and it went over, and you all were not expecting that to actually work, so you got hit with it.
How much damage?
12.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yep.
Lord's also a lord, so he doesn't have many exploits.
One good spell and it's over.
It's alright. That dude ain't gonna like what's about to happen to him.
So he got 6. So that's what he's left with. Alright.
Well, it's not hellish rebuke. We know that.
Alright, so then the rest of them, good God. We got 3 more here.
Because I get hit twice and one of them's a crit.
Oh, that's right. Oh, God. So they're going to do the firebolt. So that is... That one is just or the double one is an 8. And then the 1 is a 5, so 13 total.
Okay. I can take... So... 8, so I'm going to take 4. So I'm going to take 9 total because I can half one of the... for uncanny dodge. But I can only do it once. And...
Oh, now it becomes bad. Cool.
No, I'm saving the hellish review.
One against you is 12.
Against
Nathan.
Okay, 12? No.
Okay. Then the guy tries to take out your grapple. The other is 4 and 13 for your velociraptors.
4 and a 13.
Yeah.
The 13 hits.
He does not make the grapple. Or he doesn't get out of it. He rolled a 1.
Yeah. Oh, he's about to get hurt. Let's see.
Lightning! 3 damage.
Okay. Did you ever do Patrick's?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Yeah. And then let's see. So that's that.
How much
That
damage
one,
did you take?
9.
Natural 1. So then the Velociraptor lives another day. So that is done for them. So it goes back around to Patrick.
I'll take the opportunity attack.
Okay.
Since I would have advantage because the Lord is an ally, correct?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. 1 and a goddamn 2.
Damn. Can't you reroll ones?
No.
At least you
Damn, at least I got the 2.
Yeah, I gotta say, at least you got the 2 at that point.
So you got advantage by doing that because he's an ally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because...
That was an attack to the guy in the middle?
Yeah.
Alright, so the attack of opportunity continues.
But did you disengage?
I cannot... Well...
You get bonus action disengage if you're a rogue,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that way you won't get attacked.
Okay, then yeah.
Because that's your uncanny action
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
Alright, cool. Now that don't hit.
Okay.
So, Nate. Nathan.
Alright. I'm going like full blood rage. I'm pissed at this guy.
I'll stab you with my dagger.
Pretty much at the moment. That's all I got. So, I mean, I almost could do more than unarmed strike because I do 5 damage with a blunt, whereas I could do.
I look over, I'm like,
4+4.
I'm just...
Hey, man! Think of that sweet damage.
So, I don't know. I guess my potential damage is always going to be. Yeah.
Just look over. Bet he wish he had a fucking sword now.
So, I'm going to.
Where did I put that hand? Yeah, don't worry. Keep going.
So,
Got a lot of
he's
people
pinned.
right there.
He's still pinned currently, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, every attack is going to be advantage.
Yeah, but you can hit.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to have 4 attacks because I'm going to burn an action surge. So. Oh, that's a crit because I got 19. So, 1 crit.
His AC is not the same as the others. Too.
Okay. But, okay.
Oh,
so-
wait. No, he rolled a 1.
Okay, so let me see. I hit. So my first attack was 26 to hit. My second was 22.
Yes.
13 plus 9, so 21. I don't know what that is. And pretty high. 24. So all of them should hit.
Yep. His is lower because
And one is going to be a crit. So 1, 2, so 2 is 4, so 6, and then can't think. 11. Plus 4, 7, so that's 18. And, 5. 18 plus 5 would be 23 damage. So I'd stab him like 4 times on this side.
he goes down.
Alright.
He did.
He did.
Alright.
He did.
Now I feel
he
better.
did.
Now I feel a little better.
So that is it for you, Nate.
If I move to defend the Lord, I'm going to take 2 attacks of opportunity, aren't I? Or just one?
Just one.
All right, I'm going to take the 1 attack of opportunity.
Okay. You don't.
Okay.
No, you do not. Let me get out that another 1 card. That's amazing even for me.
And I'm going to use pounce again to pounce on the bad guy attacking the Lord. I have pack tactics, so I get advantage on this attack.
Okay.
And so you went for this one, going after the Lord?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're right there.
That is a 17 to hit. Okay. And I use claw, so it's a D6. Seven slashing damage, and he needs to roll a DC 13 strength save.
Three. There's a negative.
He prone.
Then he goes out and he's like, oh my god, that man stopped my blow. Blah.
And actually, I can, as a bonus action, I can do a bite attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
$21 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna apologize in advance.
8 piercing damage.
No. I think some of your rafters are gonna be roasted chicken.
Okay. Alex.
First thing I'm going to do is for my turn, I'm going to do Emboldening Bond. And I will go. You are getting. I'm going to go with.
Velociraptors. Okay.
I'm going to go with Mike, Nate, and Patrick.
Okay.
Each of you adds a D4 to any attack roll or ability check or saving throw you make for the next 10 minutes.
Nice. Dang.
Then I'm going to make the raptor rounds.
Okay.
First raptor.
Which way are we going?
Left or right?
Yep, left to right again.
Okay.
So that's 19,
Yes.
21,
Yes. If it's above a 15,
19,
you got it.
19. So those 2 guys are going to get hit again, and then this one. Yep. That is a 12, so that was misses.
Maybe. Which one is that going to?
That guy.
Over there?
Yes.
Okay, no.
Okay. Second one's a 15,
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
and then it's going to be 1 on each of those guys. 15, and that's a 10. So
there's 1 missed attack on these 2, but that's it.
okay.
You hit every other one.
So The first guy. 18 damage on the first guy over there on the left.
Okay.
10,
You don't look so good.
16 on that guy.
He did.
And then that guy
You got one
didn't.
attack.
I got one attack on that guy. 5. And then one attack on that guy. 4.
Mike.
Smells about to get some chicken candies in here.
Yep. So, we're gonna Eldritch Flamethrower. Gonna reposition so the, it only gets the one chicken. Sorry.
Okay.
DC 15, Dex.
I'm gonna laugh at chicken save it.
So it's 2 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Negative dex.
No, but I got a 14 and a 13.
12. Fire damage. For my next
Alright,
trick.
the one at the end is dead.
Chicken survived.
Chicken survived?
I mean, he failed, but chicken survived.
For my next trick, I'm going to
Feathers
use
are
my
quite
new
thin.
little upgraded weapon here.
Feathers are it.
And we're going to go to this one. And we're going to firebolt his ass.
Velocitendies.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, yep.
You should kill this guy. I was going to say, if you hit him, I think he should die.
11 damage. However, I get to roll an additional d8.
We're doing the prone one?
This one.
No, this
Oh, okay, I was
Hold on, additional d8.
Oh, 11 damage?
No. 17 fire damage.
Oh, he did.
Conan will just take his, That'll be the end of his turn.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, so the 2 that were at the door, one is going to go towards Patrick. The other one's going to go towards the...
I'll have seen this giant flamethrower thing happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move next turn.
So then the other one's going to...
Felt
Yeah,
the heat
probably
on
be
your back.
smart.
The one's gonna go toward 2.
Nathan. And then you've got the other 3 at the end are going to attack the Velociraptor.
Are these both going after me? I'm assuming? Or are you going after raptors?
Velociraptors.
Okay.
So, and then the prone guy, of course, is going to stand up. That's his turn. So, Patrick? Nope.
Well, wouldn't it be
With advantage.
with advantage?
Because between.
Because if the guy stood up.
Nope.
Okay.
10 plus 2, so 12.
No.
Roll around.
I do. I literally throw them. Don't. I had 18, 19, and 20, so don't even.
Oh, your luck's gone for the day.
Yeah,
Right.
it's. I didn't match. Alright, so then the other ones are going for your Velociraptors. 13, 11, and 9.
13 hits.
Alright, so that's going to be the first one that's after Nathan.
This one? Or that one?
That one.
Okay, that one. Okay.
5 damage. And at that
Fine.
point. The wig is off. It's just gonna like.
Why don't you go over here?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just.
You can go wherever you want.
Okay. Yeah. So now that's.
Oh, yeah, I realized. It's almost 2 rounds of combat. Where the hell's she been?
She was going down the stairs, man.
Can't jump.
So she's
Slippery.
going to attack the dude in the middle. She gets 2 to attack.
I would say an advantage because
Yeah.
he's surrounded.
Oh, no!
Nah!
The music!
Okay, so both of those hit. 13 damage to that guy.
My question is, what's the bride to be currently doing?
Standing there.
Standing there with her lover. Who stopped. So he's dead. The one in the middle.
conflicted.
Well, now, so at this point, she is kind of like looking at a mass that is in the ground, like of the crystal and whatnot, and she's kind of looking down at it, like a little saddened, realizing that it's not what it's supposed to be, and then like the whole facade just kind of drops. She's like really pissed at this point, and at this point.
I'm gonna put it on all of them.
I was just trying to get to him, but then I'll get stuck in it. There she is. Her. It's the lady from the first cave.
Oh shit! The one that we had to be rescued from.
Yeah.
We had her.
Yeah, I know.
Plot armor lady?
No.
She was going. Well, she was the first.
I don't
one
think
in
I was
the-
here.
No, you weren't here for this.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So that is the end of my turn. So it goes back around. She now has dark skin or dark hair. So you would have looked like her if it wasn't for that. That's when you were like, I was looking like this, like, well, if she wasn't in disguise, you'd be on that on.
Disengage. So eliminate. And like, round 2, huh?
Stab. Oh no, never mind. No, I would have.
Oh, thank you. That makes it so much easier for what I'm about to do.
16.
That'll hit.
Six. I'll choose to re. You know what? No, I'm gonna choose to re-roll this one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 17 piercing damage.
Okay. This is towards her.
Yep.
Okay.
Seeing that little death belcher come at me over there, and then also seeing her turn, I'll take my attack of opportunity, and I'm going to run and try to spear tackle her.
You're gonna hit 2 of them. Okay.
Alright, good luck.
You're good luck. You're good luck.
Alright, I'm going to just try to tackle her to bring her to the ground.
Okay, that's gonna be a
she
strength.
popped back up. She teleported?
She was the
She was the princess.
princess.
Oh, so we need to remove this one, right?
No,
No.
she already removed the princess.
Yeah,
Over here.
it's-
That's Siobhan.
That's Siobhan.
Oh, okay.
This is her.
Oh, okay. I got really confused there. I was like, wait a second.
So,
I heard the Cassandra, and then I looked at the map. I was like, what?
19 to shrink.
So she totally botches that. So she doesn't see this big dragonborn coming and gets tackled to the ground.
Alright, I'm guessing I'm prone too, but
I see that and I'm like, well, he did say have her way with her.
well, because this is what I tried to do the first time I met her.
Yeah.
I tried to like bring her to the ground.
Whoa.
Order.
Bring her down.
She is
see him.
prone,
Yes.
so I get a bonus bite attack.
Okay.
Don't forget you get a DE for additional.
Yeah.
in case
Does
you need
that
it.
In case you need it, you can.
do I add that to the damage or to the attack?
To the attack.
To the attack roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you can wait till
so
you use
mine
it
wouldn't have
whenever you
mattered.
need it. Like if you know you're less a couple points from getting
Yeah.
it.
No. It stays on you for like 10 minutes.
For every roll.
For every roll for
I
10
think
minutes.
it's like inspiration.
No, it's every roll for 10 minutes. But I mean, I guess if you don't need it, then you have to roll
28
it.
to hit.
Yes, that hit.
It's just a hit roll. It's not damage roll.
Yeah, correct. To hit,
saving throws.
saving
Ability
throws and ability checks.
I mean,
So
I feel like
that's-
dungeon delving too, just like trying to
that's
find it,
9
investigations and stuff.
piercing damage, and then I'm going to hit her with my claw attack.
What level spell is that?
It's a class ability.
So, once a day thing, or how often you
I
use
have
it?
3 times per long rest.
No, for sure, right. Just
Per
change
short
it.
rest. Yeah, just change it.
You've excelled in that specific area of your abilities.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Oh. Wow.
She's a squish. But she'd do it out of she's a glass cannon.
5 slashing damage.
I just see you spear him. Like, well, maybe he doesn't need the sword.
And at this point, I'm just trying to keep people from doing stuff.
Okay.
Are you all shooting her on the ground?
She just got
biting and clawing her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I spear tackled her.
It's alright. I got something just for this occasion.
She can still like do spells, but she's.
It depends on like if. Well, here's the thing.
She'd have disadvantage on her concentration.
Was
checks.
I able to grapple her at that point?
the
Was I
only,
able to
Yeah,
restrain
the only
her?
thing we have to worry about. We're all pretty clustered together.
I'm about to.
He's got something for that ass.
Yeah.
So she's gonna get. I'm gonna give her 3 attacks down there. That's a 14.
To hit?
Yep.
For her?
Yep.
Yes.
Nat 20
That hits.
and a 19. So that is 2, 5, 10, 13 plus 22 damage total.
She down.
She down?
She down.
From rabid raptors.
She down.
Plot armor.
She did.
Oh, she did?
But she stayed there. She did.
And then I'm also going to cast Cure Wounds on
Her. Get back up and kill you again.
the cruise for 6.
Okay, well, that's how much you got damaged. So he's just like,
So
I'm ready for this fight!
one raptor over there on the guy. That's a nat 20.
Yep.
Nine, 12 damage.
That's exactly how much he had left.
Which one?
So on the very end?
No, that guy.
Oh, good man.
I still
Yes.
fuck shit.
He's going to take 2 attacks.
So this one?
That's a 24 and a 19, and then 1 on each one of those other guys. That one misses, and that's another nat 20.
On the very far end?
Yep.
Okay.
That guy. 2, 10, 13 damage.
On the first one over there?
On this guy.
That guy. And then 3, 8, 14 damage on this guy.
On this guy. Okay.
And I've been done.
Mike.
Let's see. Cannon is going to readjust himself.
Those two. And these two will need DC 15 dex checks.
Which one?
These two.
Okay. 14 and a 5.
Oh, 4 damage. 4 fire damage. Man.
Cohen is gonna.
Wait,
Self into
did you
line
add your
cyber.
D4? Or
Yeah,
no?
it's just damage.
Yeah, I know. I just remembered damage. Not.
And I am going to say screw those little turds and pop Scorching Ray. So we'll go first one here. I'll do one by one. Cut them how much HP they got. Roll my additional D. Was it D4? So 12 to hit.
No.
No. Okay. 24 to hit.
Yes.
All right.
Same person, next one.
This one right here, same guy. It's gonna be 5 plus. It's gonna be 10 fire damage to this guy.
He is dead.
He disintegrates. And last shot on this one. 25.
Hits.
For 10.
That's all I got.
Disintegrated. And then. Boop. That's it.
Okay. Your turn. So, those two are gonna attack the velociraptors in front of them.
Still shocked by the dinosaur eggs come to attack them.
8 and a 7. So no, they don't have.
I don't think so.
So then after that, that's it on the board, right? I see so many things on the board.
So many things on the board, but only
she's-
2 of them are yours.
Yeah. Okay. So then she's down. So Carrie's just gonna go around somewhere and attack the one on the far right. Oh yeah, I rolled good whenever it's against me. That's 2.
Maybe you should play your own D&D games. Have people scoring against you.
Right?
Give you rolls.
8, 5, so 13 to that one again. Dude's dead.
You can always do that. Have your own character.
I know, and that's what some of these are. But the thing is, I only roll good when I'm playing enough characters, not the enemies. They should be doing more damage. All right, that's it. So go back around.
I just go and I just kind of like. I guess I just put my foot on her chest. I'm like, you know, I had you last time, but it looks like I'll win this time.
I'll look up at you at that moment. She's dead.
She's probably still sort of conscious, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
She swooned.
Okay. Roll perception for me.
Let's see what my natural one is, just in case. Because I might. Okay. 17 natural. Yeah, we'll stick with the 17.
Okay. She's out of it. Nathan.
First thing I'm going to do is get up. So, right in front of her. I'm just going to go ahead and begin binding and gagging her.
Perception.
Heyo.
She's dead.
18 plus 4, so 12, 22.
As you're starting to bind her, you can see that she started writing something in her blood on the ground.
Ooh, that's not good.
Alright, well, I mean, her hands are now. I've got her hands, they're now bound.
Okay.
And then gagged.
Okay.
But I like how he's not shit. Like, okay.
Well, I mean, I can say that. I'll point it out. But as I'm tying her hands and gagging her, it's like writing in blood. What?
There.
Nate.
I've got 50 feet of movement. Can I reach this last one? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. Ah, just reach it. For a pounce.
He just sees you coming from the corner.
Are there any nobles left yet?
No, they've all.
They scattered.
I was wondering if they were like stuck in there or not.
As soon as that firebolt was shot, they were like, "Oh dear,
So,
my beautiful money."
They probably got out of there when they saw this bird come flying in there.
I don't know. They probably thought it was part of the theatrics at first.
I think if the bird had come through and gone like, caw!
25 to hit.
Yes.
That's a claw.
Where is the box of monster minis?
That's 5 slashing damage, and you need to roll a DC 13 strength.
Oh, it don't matter. He did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Do we know what she's writing? I mean, I didn't look at it. I have no idea if I know what I'm saying.
What are you doing?
Or was attempting to write.
You did not. If anybody ever needs a beer,
Bear?
No, I mean, as we...
A bear.
It's over now. We can
you
look
taking
at it,
a
I'm
nap?
assuming.
yeah. So we're still in combat though. So that guy's down.
Yeah.
Are you watching over her?
Oh, I am.
I'm looking to see what she wrote, what she's doing, if she's moving.
She's mumbling under her breath.
I slit her throat.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey.
Kick her.
Well!
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
Go ahead and roll. Dexterity, good sir. See how fast you move.
Dex 14.
She did.
She what?
She did. She couldn't get off in time. You lucky son of a gun. That was going to be the next session. Alright. Well, she's now dead. The Lord kind of looks down and he's like, my beloved! That's not my beloved! Where did my beloved go?
My lord, your beloved never existed. I'm back as Reginald.
Okay.
Good idea. Keep that facade up.
I think you should talk as the law.
I don't.
If I could do that, that would be awesome. I have that same mug.
Dude, yeah.
Sarcasm plus 5.
Yeah.
That was my Secret Santa gift from work. And I don't drink coffee, but I like the mug.
I don't either, but I love the mug.
So, at this point, like, Carrie kind of walks over to the body and sees that the throat's been slit, and she kind of looks up at you and it's like, nice job.
What was she saying?
She was about to cast a greater demon spell. I was about to come out for y'all. She kind of like nudges the body.
Like a deformed demon comes out because she didn't get. Help me!
Half of it off.
Kind of like nudges the body. Kind of looks down at the mess of what was the heart of the desert. And she is like, so it was a fake?
Yep.
It was a what?
Oh, it's totally fake. Yeah.
So we're back at square
So
one.
I didn't have to get hurt by those cultists to try to catch that thing.
I don't know why those cultists, like, just, I think it just when it shattered, it just. It's crazy. They just, all that magic.
Why would they, like, you said it was fake though, but
That's fake,
And
but there's definitely
apparently-
some magic in it.
I've
'Cause we
been-
inspected it.
Yeah.
I've been hit by that spell before, so I know what that feels like.
It was rough. It's rough. I watched
You've
it.
cast that before.
Nope, never have.
Okay, no,
It
different testing?
shattered, so
What-
it
what
did
else was I
shatter.
No, I was hit by ice.
Yeah, ice dagger.
Ice, okay. Never mind. So I wouldn't know that much, but I'd be like, I've been hit by spells before. Why would they try to shatter it?
I think it was just when it broke. I think that's what the magic was inside of it. But we inspected it. We knew it was fake. It wasn't the real thing.
Or,
So we saw the other
maybe it
one.
was all a plot to kill him, and they put
Take over the
it was
country.
like a bomb, so it shattered and.
When we'll never
But
know.
wait, if you wouldn't have pushed her, she would have got hit, and she would have died. Probably.
Probably.
Carrie just kind of nods and keeps her mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
I think the bird showing up threw it all off.
Yep.
The world may never know.
I do know what that
Chaos is
bird
allowed.
was. So I guess you were trying to steal the. I know what bird that was.
king is still
There are children present.
Okay. I'll
He
stop
does-
talking.
He doesn't catch that reference. He's just like still like, my wife is dead. Wasn't actually my wife. My heart of the desert wasn't the heart of the desert.
But you weren't married yet, so she's not.
Lord Cruz, you want me to clean this up for you?
No. My boy, I would hate for a man of your stature.
No.
to-
While they're discussing
it will be a
this,
brief
I'm
moment.
searching this body.
But we need to clear this space.
All right.
I'm searching the body as they're arguing.
Okay.
What's my passing?
I'm just gonna start cleaning up.
Look at Tantor, like, I got this one.
17.
And clean my weapons.
And you're
stuff.
looking at her.
I am searching her corpse.
Okay. Got a
Somebody's unhappy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's complaining Canaan. Just
got a couple of boxes, a tinder box, things of that nature. She did have a couple of things on her, like a necklace and a ring. Past that, it's all she really had on her.
I'll sleight of hand the ring.
Roll for sleight of hand.
I'm checking her pulse to make sure she's still dead.
Come here, down here, take a break.
24.
Ain't nobody seeing that. Nobody saw that.
You know what? I'm gonna try to do the necklace as well. $19 on that.
I mean, passive wise, I wouldn't.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna see that passive, so nope.
She just has some junk on her.
Yeah, she did.
Chunk of the trunk.
Alright, so past that, like, the Lord kind of gets led away by some of the guards who are kind of hiding in the hallway here.
Hiding.
Yes.
Nice guards.
Well, two of their guys just, like, got obliterated at the very beginning, so they're like, nope. Nope, this man is not worth it. So, they kind of lead him in, and they take him away and kind of help him realize what's just happened here. And so, no wedding tomorrow, I suppose.
I suppose.
But past that, Carrie's like, alright, well, that was fake. So I guess now at this point, meet me back at the tavern and we'll figure out what's next.
Yeah, but right now everybody should definitely clear this area. It's gonna get a little hot.
Kind of noticed your little thing. Where is it? Yeah, let's go.
As everybody clears away from it.
Before he does that, and after it cleared away, he said before everything clears away, we'll just lay one of the empty crystals on top of her, and then walk away.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean, doesn't it happen immediate?
I see.
Oh.
And
I'm just curious, like.
Science.
Science.
Okay.
I presume the crystal's probably still there. I'm done.
Crystal's definitely still laying on the top of her. It's still.
I mean, it's her body. Gone.
Charred.
I mean, it's charred gone, yeah.
Oh, I just want to keep it running until she's ash. I mean, it's like an incinerator.
Okay, then cool. That's-
Did the crystal survive?
Crystal survives, but it's still just sitting on top of the ash, not glowing or anything.
Okay, so just pick it back up and put it back in my pocket.
Okay.
Your hypotenuse was not correct.
Alright, so at that point.
All I know is that large amounts of magic are necessary.
At that point, we'll pick up the